morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians were able to get back in the win column after a 3-1 victory in Kansas City last night. The win snapped a 3-game skid for the Guards. They'll try to split the 4-game series versus the Royals this afternoon. The Cincinnati Reds, on the other hand, continue their slide after losing to the Cubs 7-6. The Redlegs are now losers of 6 straight and will try to avoid the sweep in Chicago this afternoon, with first pitch scheduled for 2:20 over on the Fan 2. And in the NBA playoffs, the Cavs will try to avoid going down 2-0 when they face the Pistons in Detroit. LeBron and the Lakers will try to do the same in their Game 2 against the defending champions in OKC. This update is sponsored by RCD RV Supercenter. Visit them in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala or at rcdrv.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday? Yeah, Thursday to you.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. I am, if I seem a little confused by the date, it's because apparently I was yesterday, because we got into doing the show and it was around 7 o'clock. Tyvis looked at me and said, yeah, well, I guess we got to get some questions out there for Ask Tyvis Anything. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably have put that on our sheet that we have because it's Wednesday and we do Ask Tyvis Anything. So that would be a thing that a competent radio host would have done. And then I'm going through yesterday's sheet as the show is over. I'm taking stuff out. I'm putting stuff in for today. And I realized, we didn't do the Huddle either yesterday. The NFL News and Notes segment. Nope, we did not. So,
Dang.
Imagine if you had a competent producer.
Well, you had
all 3 of us forgot.
Yeah.
All 3 of us forgot. So, guess what
Why
we're
did
doing?
I think that was Friday?
I don't know. I don't know why I thought it wasn't on Wednesday. I don't know. I have a sheet that literally says, here's when all the segments are. And when I used to work with Common Man, it would annoy him because I would always look over and be like, what do we have today? And he'd go, how do you not know this? We've been doing the show together for 10 years, 12 years.
What was Wednesday?
What was Wednesday for us?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was Wild Card Wednesday.
Okay. I just want to make sure you knew that.
That made that pretty easy.
What day was the game show?
Also, a lot of times on Wednesdays, I feel like. We moved them. The other thing was we would move them around depending on the season. Sometimes a segment would be on Wednesdays in the off season. Then during football season, it would be on Fridays or something like that.
Which one was the A-hole? B-hole.
C-hole. That segment didn't live long enough for me to remember where it ended up being. I got to be perfectly honest with you, so it's okay. But today, 8 o'clock, The Huddle. I know you all missed it yesterday. We got tons of emails to the radio station. We got letters via carrier pigeon. People so mad. They wrote us with a quill pen in cursive and said, how dare you forget a lovely segment. So we're going to do that today at 8 o'clock.
I sincerely doubt that because that means more of me.
What do you mean?
The Huddle.
Oh, yeah. But people like you. Oh, they love you, Dylan. They love to hate on you, if nothing else. They love that. They also love you. That you don't get the love if you didn't have the actual love of people, they wouldn't talk crap about you.
I don't understand why people hate on other people. I've never understood it. Maybe it's because I'm a positive guy. And I come from a place of love.
Is that right?
But I've never understood why people hate on other people.
Tyvis, remind everyone, when you would deflect a pass or intercept a ball or make a big tackle or stop somebody on third down, and when you made a big enough play at Ohio Stadium, what would you do during the game? Where would you point when you made a big play?
I point to his mother.
Uh-huh. Why would you point to his mother?
To say this your boy.
Oh, why do people hate on people? Why do people be so negative?
Why would you hate that? That's it's actually hilarious.
It is hilarious. But you are hating on that guy that's across from you.
I hate on him.
Yeah, you're making fun of him.
Just acknowledging.
You're pointing at his mom and saying, you made this?
You raised him, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you raised.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
That's fine. But I, as a negative person, enjoy that and think, yeah, that's hilarious. I messed up.
They don't know what I'm doing.
You're Mr. Positive over there.
They don't know what I'm doing.
But once now they do. I'm going to send this.
It's not like I'm still out there doing it. If you put me in the stadium today and I made it play, I 100% would still go.
Yes, I know you would. That's why I'm going to cut this up and find every highlight where you stopped someone and did that. I'm going to find whoever's closest to them and send it to them and say, this is what Tyvis Powell thinks of your guy there.
But that's not hating, though.
No, it is. It's the okay.
Dylan, would you classify that as hating?
No, but I would hate you if you did that to me. That would explain the hate.
You wouldn't know that, though.
That's not a
you didn't
positive.
Know what I was doing.
That's not the power of positivity mindset. If you go and do that to someone, that's the positive person will be like, hey, buddy, good job. Try again next time. And then, pat him on the butt and tell him to go back there. It's all that stuff.
First of all,
yeah, you're trash talking. That's fine.
Football is a violent sport.
Okay.
It's eat or be eaten.
Sure.
You either hammer or the nail.
Okay.
You can't get it. Didn't I tell you the story about the one time I showed sportsmanship and I got yelled at for it? And I was mad at myself?
I don't know about this.
All right, let's take you back to 2013, the Orange Bowl. Okay. Ohio State versus Clemson. First game, me starting as safety. I've been playing nickel that entire year, but they said, Tyvis, we want you to play safety that year.
Is that the year they had
Sammy Watkins? Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Taj Boyd, Sammy Watkins, Martavius Bryant, all of those guys. Yes.
Crappy offense on that team.
Yeah. So in that game, Taj Boyd tried to run, and I laid Taj Boyd out, smacked him, boom.
Yeah.
And this is where I actually was caught in a dilemma, all right? Because this you got to understand that I have always been an a-hole. Right?
I am aware.
And those tendencies tend to come out in the midst of football.
Sure.
So I remember one day watching Kevin Garnett, who's also another a-hole.
Yes, he is.
Again,
love him as a player, all that.
Correct.
But yes,
big ticket.
Known to talk wild amounts of talk.
Yeah, this is one of the people that I looked up to. So
sure.
So the big ticket I forget if he dunked on somebody fell on the ground. And he reached down to give him a hand, and when they went to reach for his hand, he moved it away and walked away. My intentions was to do that. But Taj Boyd grabbed my hand a little too quick than I anticipated, so I helped him up.
Okay.
Right?
So you were going to you were going to do the psych and just pull the hand back.
I ended up helping him up.
Okay.
And I got to the sideline. And my coach, Everett Withers, he go, great hit. What you doing helping him up? Don't you ever do that. And I felt so bad in that moment because it does take away from it. It take away from the hit. Like, the hit was so good. Like, I should have just – if I would have added to take the hand away, he would have felt demoralized. And that was my thing. I wanted to demoralize my opponent to make him feel like we stand no chance.
I'm just pointing out that's fine, but you're talking about how I don't hate on anybody. I'm positive.
Hating.
No, but it's demoralizing. That's demoralizing.
Hating and demoralizing is two totally different things.
Okay.
Hating is it's like somebody saying Nikola Jokic ain't a really good basketball player. That's hating.
Okay. But this is still in the realm of negative. That's all I'm saying. It's in the if you're trying to be a positive person,
you looking at
positive people would put their hand out. Don't you remember the commercials? the what is it? The sportsmanship commercials they used to have. Remember the one where the basketball bounces off of his leg, the referee calls it in his team's favor.
He's an idiot.
And then he goes to his coach. He's like, coach, it went off of me.
First of all, that is the most unrealistic commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, but the whole message there is that's positive.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
We agree. I'm just saying that's what the positive people would tell you have to do. I'm telling you secretly, you're down there. You're negative. You have some negativity in you, and that's fine.
Waffle Stove said, don't let them discourage you, Tyus. Hate.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So what I just heard from that story is that it's Tyvis's fault that Ohio State lost to Clemson in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, because he had too much sportsmanship.
You were supposed to demoralize Taj Boyd, and instead you encouraged him.
Yeah. Would it? By the way,
that's exactly what happened.
Does it have that effect though? I like all kinds of crap housery. I can't say the actual word. It starts with an S, but substitute that first half of that word, crap housery. Like, I like it when people giving crap to people on the field. Like, I'm all about that because it is, you're right. It's competition. It's sports. Yes, but it's also not real. Like, it's real life, but it's not. If you go out to a homeless person and get a job and step over them and spit in their face, like that's actually bad human stuff. That's wrong.
Said that he drives around and gives the homeless bubble gum so they can chew it and still be hungry.
That's evil.
That's evil. that is pure evil. I mean, obviously he's joking, I hope, but that's pure evil. No, Chappelle has a bit about that where he talks about how Oscar the Grouch, how that caused that's caused all this jadedness towards homelessness where now little kids are taught to oh, look at the Grouch. He's always mad. It's yeah, because he lives in a trash can. You'd be mad too.
But he
teaches kids
trash.
to be mean to homeless people. He talks about that. I'm just saying the whole idea here that you're positive is true. You are mostly positive, but all of us have a little bit of negativity. And it came out from you in the football field. That's fine.
Not negative.
No, it is.
It's competitive.
Is it negative when you find out if your opponent has a girlfriend before the game and send them a DM?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
You're just saying hello?
That's not negative.
No, you'd be no, because you could just wish them well.
And you're telling her how good she looks?
No, I'm testing her out for him. I'm actually helping him out. I want to test the loyalty.
No, yeah, that's right. It's actually what Mike Vrabel was doing with Diana Rossini's husband, just testing out the loyalty. That's all that was. Yeah, we got more on that. There is an update on that story. I'll tell you that.
He didn't have to keep doing it after she kept failing.
Well, Dylan, when you get on the greatest roller coaster in your life, what do? You get back in line.
Sure. Yep, there we go. All right, we're off to a good start. Tyvis is positive. I'm negative. And, well, coming up next, we've got Ohio State basketball making some big moves. I'll tell you about it when we get back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning to you. Right now, we are still not seeing any crashes. Pretty early for this commute out here, especially looking at some of the busiest roads right now. They're still looking pretty calm. We're talking 270, 33, and 161 by Dublin. 270 at 670. No issues there north of Agler Road by the airport. 315 at 670 closer to downtown, looking just fine. And beautiful 70 at 33 in southeast Columbus. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify. including VA benefits.
May is Maytag month, and Menards is passing the savings on to you. You need reliable and energy-efficient appliances to conquer the day. Menards is your one-stop shop with appliances in stock and ready to take home today. Check out our top appliance brands, including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save big money on Maytag appliances at Menards. And check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. There's a lot of window companies out there. If you need window replacement, I want you to go with my guys, the guys that I trust, Universal Windows Direct, because right now when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. And there's no limit. The more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus, 24 months with no payments and no interest and a $500 bonus off your home improvement project. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. Call 614-502-5220, universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Hey, folks, it's game day, and the betting's going to be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right. You got to pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Our teachers are really the ones on the front lines every day seeing the changing needs of our students. So when the teachers here in Bay Village recognized that there were ways that we could better support the needs of our students, our association worked collaboratively with district leadership to provide care coordinators, school psychologists, and additional counseling resources that have already positively impacted our students. My name is Margot Newman. I'm a proud member of the Bay Teachers Association because strong unions make strong public schools for our students.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long.
If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you.
Your home of the Reds.
The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
After a chilly start for us today, daytime highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s to low 60s with increasing clouds throughout the day and winds picking up. For tonight, clouds overnight develop as lows get into the 40s. And then for Friday, we do have a slight chance of showers, otherwise mostly cloudy and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem.
Oh, yeah. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future.
Bald, fat, white.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
The list coming up today, 7 a.m. We are going to do our top sports commercials of all time. We're just talking about were we talking about a commercial in the last segment? I feel like we were.
Did we?
I feel like it came up.
No, but Dylan sent us some classic Kevin Garnett trash talk.
Oh, well, that's
not safe for air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Yeah. As someone who was alive and well during the Kevin Durant, like all of his career, yes, I'm very aware that that's not.
And by Kevin Durant, you mean Kevin
Did I say Kevin Durant?
Yes, I do it all the time as well.
God, I hate that. I was also alive for Kevin Durant's career.
There's too many similar letters.
I did. Now you got me thinking of
Durant, Garnett.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Garnett, no offense to Kevin Durant, but please stop.
Well,
the two of them, no, oh, yeah.
According to Austin Rivers.
Put the two of them one-on-one? I don't think Kevin Durant gets the ball back. Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, dude, did you ever see the video? Did you ever see? No, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me on that. Don't even, because that, I'm telling you right now,
you are talking about.
I mean, are you kidding?
No, we are talking about arguably one of the greatest scorers of all time.
And we are talking about one of the most, yes, and we are also talking about one of the guys who,
we watched Kevin Garnett then got dunked on, got scored on. I mean, there's a story.
35? Yeah.
No, Paul Pierce told the story about how KG was upset because Dirk was killing him in the game.
Well, yeah, because Dirk was also great.
And he called him the N-word in German.
Wait, who called who that?
That's what
I just need to know who called who what.
That's what happened. That's what he made up.
Who is he?
Kevin Garnett said that Dirk Nowitzki called him the N-word. And Paul Pierce said, no, he didn't. I was standing right there. And he said it in German. He just makes stuff up. He was making stuff up to motivate himself.
Here's the thing, Tyvis.
I got you.
If he did say that, would you say that Dirk is accepted in the black community?
No.
He's not?
No. He's not. He can't get away with that.
No. I don't care. Listen,
Eminem have not slipped up in 30 years.
That's exactly right. There you go.
He definitely can't slip up.
I will just say on the Kevin Garnett thing, if you have never seen the video of him dribbling, he took every guy on Team USA at a Team USA camp and said, come get me. One-on-one. I think it was like full court or maybe from half court. He did this to the entire roster.
Talking about Kyrie Irving.
No, it was similar to what Kyrie did.
Kyrie did the whole UST filthy
Kyrie did that on one possession. He ran through like 5 guys. Kevin Garnett said, you, me, 3-point line, one-on-one, go. Took him to the rack. Next up, through the whole damn roster. No one could stop him.
I'm telling you, he started from one end, went to the other basket, and then he would score on someone. Someone else would pick him up on the other end, and he would go down, score on them, back and forth,
Didn't
against
miss
the whole team.
Again, this is Team USA, the best of the best in the NBA at the time, and he ran through them like they were Swiss cheese.
This is what he was.
This is at his prime. I'm saying you put him and prime Kevin Durant on the court together. Give me Kevin Garnett every single day.
You know, my favorite Kevin Garnett story is when he was coming out of high school.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was Pat Riley came to see him. And Pat Riley was like, you got me coming to see a high school guy? What is this about?
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Garnett could hear this. So Kevin Garnett he said he just kept dunking the ball. He said he dunked it like 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
And on the last one, he yelled at Pat Riley's face and said, what you mean high school? Yeah. He cussed him out and said, what are you talking about, high school? And Pat Riley was like, just looked at him and just clapped his hands.
Every time things got tough for Kevin Durant, he ran. Kevin Garnett stayed in Minnesota for way longer than he should have. And it could have been like a multi-time champion if he'd gone to a better team. He decided to stay there.
That they big 3 in Boston, I didn't realize they only won it one time.
Yeah,
that's wild to me.
True.
I figured they won like 3 times. They won 1 championship.
Yeah,
together.
but that's all right. Just remember that when LeBron was on all these super teams and won, he sucked, and that's bad. But other two guys, when they went to super teams and won once, then sorry, I didn't mean to turn into that. Let's go back to other basketball. Ohio State, the men's team is going to do a home-and-home with UConn. I believe this starts up this year. So they're going to play home-and-home series, according to, this is from Adam Jardy of the Dispatch. So they will play the Huskies on the road this season, and then they will host UConn in next year's basketball season. So you got some high-profile names now for Ohio State, right?
You feeling good about this one?
As far as who's going to win the game?
Yeah.
I got to see all the rosters. I don't know what UConn did this offseason. I haven't even looked. I'm saying I'll wait until we get closer to the season to see how I feel about that game. I'm excited, though, that Ohio State, and I'll give Jake Diebler all the credit for this because I know it is largely up to the head coach. I like that he's going out and scheduling big-time opponents. You've got UConn on the schedule now. They're going to open the season against BYU in Salt Lake City. Mm-hmm. So that'll give you a little bit of a – I don't know if BYU will be, what they were this year.
They play Kansas, too?
They play Kansas in the CBS Sports Classic in New York City. That's usually in December, right?
Yeah, it says probably it's already December 19th.
There you go. And they have a home that they scheduled Notre Dame last year. We know how that went, the home game here, but now they go on the road and they play Notre Dame again. Now Notre Dame they weren't very good this year, but it's still a brand name. It's a decent basketball program for the last 20 years. So, yeah, I like that they're scheduling decent out-of-conference opponents to bolster the fact that when you get into Big Ten play, it's always been tough. So I like that they're going out and not playing cupcakes, trying to play some good teams.
Well, I mean, you could do those things when you move the bracket from 64 to 76?
68 technically,
to 76?
with the play-ins. But, yeah, I know what you mean. Right.
It's like the CFP.
Oh,
go from 12 to 24.
Oh, we're going to have bangers of games now?
They're not. They're going to go the opposite way, but I respect it more.
So stupid.
Of being able to do it
Which is so
the
stupid.
other way.
I don't agree with this logic, but one of my friends said when we talked in the group chat about this, asked why they scheduled UConn, and someone else said, why not? Loss won't hurt you, and a lucky loss will boost you. And then the other guy said, I'd rather be able to consistently beat Pitt before we jump in the deep end with UConn. I don't know if there's some logic to that, but it's basketball, so it's not really like a loss kills you.
Let me put it this way. The way that, because I think I can coalesce everything that you guys are saying, like both sides of that argument, into one little distilled statement, which is we want Ohio State basketball to be really good.
Right.
There is a fear, certainly from your friends, that like maybe we're not good enough to go hang with UConn right now. Maybe we don't want to lose by 30. But you know what? I don't know if that'll happen. I'm not saying it will. But if it does, like, it's just a sign that this program needs to get better. But don't duck the type of games that allow you to see where you are. I'd rather find out what this team actually is and give them a chance to fix things, as opposed to being completely, oblivious to the fact that you got some issues on the team. And then you get to January and suddenly, oh, wow, we lost 3 straight in the Big Ten. How'd that happen? Oh, man, we lost to a team we thought we were way better than. How did that happen? You'll find out in games like this. You'll know before you get to Big Ten season what needs fixed, what works, what doesn't. That can be a double-edged sword, but kudos to Jake Diebler for actually scheduling this game. I like it. And I like that we're going after more big-time opponents. I think that's the right direction to go. So now, also, if we could get a couple Ohio teams on the schedule, I'd be up for that. And I do mean like the Daytons, the Xaviers, those type of schools. Cincinnati would be cool. But
they usually play them in like an exhibition, right?
I know, but I'd like to. This is just something Timmy Hall and I have both harped on this for years. I think everybody around here would like to see this. Just get, those 3 teams I mentioned, 4 teams I mentioned, throw in a couple MAC schools and do every year like a little tournament. That every year it's like, here are the 4 or 5 Ohio teams we know. Ohio State's always in it. UC, Xavier, Dayton. And then grab a couple other teams like, pull Wright State in one year. Pull in Cleveland State. Like, go and get Akron. Like Toledo. Just put a couple of those schools into, and let's go. Let's have some fun with that. Let's enjoy the fact that Ohio has some decent college basketball instead of, well, we can't do that because it would hurt recruiting. Who cares? I don't care. You're playing games like this. You might as well.
Why would that hurt recruiting?
Well, traditionally the thought has been Ohio State doesn't want to. If they lose to Cincinnati and you got an Ohio kid who's getting recruited by both, and then you see, oh wow, you lost to Cincinnati. Maybe you're not the best school in the state. I think those days. I do know what that is. I'm very aware. I've said it for years.
I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
That's why this. And I'm not saying Jake Diebler feels that way. I'm saying in the past, that has definitely been the thought from previous Ohio State coaches, including, and I love him, I don't think Thad was a huge fan of doing that. Personally, I from what I remember of that era, I could be wrong. I don't think he was a huge fan of something like that. But that thinking needs to change around here because it is, I think it's good for Ohio basketball, but it's also just good for Ohio State to have some rivalries like that. Some in-state rivalries are awesome, so please do it. Could the NFL be getting ready to introduce load management like what they do in the NBA? Apparently, someone thinks so who kind of knows things, and we'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
No major concerns out on the road still, so I do want to give you a heads up for more construction happening on the east side of Columbus. Just as you're passing Bryce, we do have 2 ramps closed for some repairs. It's going to be that 270 southbound ramp and that 270 northbound ramp, 270 eastbound. It's Thursday and Friday starting tonight at 10 p.m. As for that detour, 270 to 70 westbound to Hamilton Road will save you some time. Then from there, you can loop back 70 in that eastbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Living life isn't about dealing with pain or fighting through it. It's about doing the things you want without the thought of pain. Let me introduce you to the man with the plan, and it's Dr. Tessner and his team at QC Kinetics. They're located in Dublin and Gahanna. As a former professional athlete, running and jumping was very painful. I couldn't play in the backyard with my kids without feeling pain. Now I'm beating them in every sport and having fun bonding with them. They're helping helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, hips, and shoulders. Now they're moving, sleeping, golfing, running without surgery or long-term recoveries. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal. QC Kinetics finally gives it the right tools. Get back to the version of you that doesn't map out a route based on where you can sit or avoid stairs. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it does. So this isn't a I'll get around to a situation. Right now is the right time, and the first step doesn't cost you a thing. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion. Replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving.
We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating.
We are eating.
Just a reminder, if you're up early, but maybe you don't get to hear the entire show because you get to work and you just are like, yeah, I don't get to hear anything past 7:30 or 8 o'clock. You miss some of the good stuff. You can fix that problem by getting the podcast. You can hear the full show every day, whenever you want to, all on your favorite podcast app. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis wherever you get podcasts. Then add it, like it, subscribe to it. You'll get it free of charge. It's all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. So a shout out to them for making that happen. Mike Florio occasionally annoys me with the way he writes articles. You ever read some of the stuff that he posts on like Pro Football Talk on NBC Sports website? Like it'll be a story that says,
are you not a fan of his? Because if you aren't, then I know a guy who shares the same hate.
Is it your agent?
My agent.
Oh.
For some odd reason, they don't like each other.
Would that be Richard Sherman?
Rich and Kevin Sherman.
Okay, Richard Kevin Sherman does not like Mike Florio. No, Florio has a list of guys. I know Common Man and I really got annoyed with him for years. We actually, little known fact, we had Mike Florio as a featured scheduled guest.
About this,
and it lasted about 2 weeks, and we got done with one of the interviews, and Mike was like, "I can't effing do this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not good with it either." So we just stopped doing it the next week. Now that all said, he does get some good info. But like one of the things that annoys me about him is how he will say, like, this is in the realm of possibilities. And then he will treat that like it's an actual news story, where he will say, like, the Browns could make Deshaun Watson their starting quarterback. They could make Shiloh Sanders their starting quarterback. They could make, and he'll just go through the list of every option on planet Earth, including like, hey, Aaron Rodgers could decide not to go with the Steelers and then sign with the Browns, and then he could be their starting quarterback. It's like, yes, but what is actually real?
Well, the last great thing, like I remember Mike Florio did, was he was the one that figured out about the cohesion. The quarterback contracts.
Oh, wait. The collusion.
Collusion. I said cohesion. I meant collusion.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he did. Yes, he dug in on that, and he's a former lawyer, so he has some good insights on things like that. I know he has sources too, right? So as much as maybe I personally am not a fan of his, I do admit that he does get some good intel. This is where I'm going to file this one away. Is I don't think this is likely to be the way it's going to happen. But he says he's hearing that this is a possible way. NFL's already talking about opening up the labor deal. You know, going back on the CBA and saying,
hey, every 10 years, they signed it in 20. Oh, I was a part of the last one. Now that I sit here and think about it, I was there.
Yeah.
2019, I think it was 2020 when they said, yeah.
Well, what's the number one thing that the NFL owners, because remember, it's not the NFL versus the players, it's the NFL owners versus the players. The NFL is just the NFL owners.
They want another game.
They won 18 games.
Yeah.
And there's talk about maybe that game will be the international spot. Yeah. Maybe that'll be, who knows? NFL's got a lot of goals there internationally,
but
they
going to 18. So
they want to get it to 18. Well, but the thing is, the players have to sign off on it. So
it's going to 18.
Okay. And if the players agree to it, then it will. And I know that's how it usually goes, right? In the NFL is that the owners will threaten lockouts, threaten missed paychecks. Players will be united. I always think there's a big disparity in the players' union.
The fact that it wasn't a lockout in 2020 tells me that I don't think it ever will.
Well, fair enough, right?
Because I'm telling you, for like 2 years, that was the talk. Like, y'all better save y'all check because we going on a lockout. We going on a lockout.
Right.
Sure enough, when it was time, that thing passed right.
Right. Okay. And who knows? Maybe this one will pass without much resistance. But I just found this interesting because obviously people around the NFL who want this to happen, who would like to see an 18th game, they know there's going to be resistance from the players because 17 was already a big ask and now they're going to 18. Mike Florio says this is how he has heard this is a way, if the players are resisting it, how it could be presented to the players to get buy-in.
There is some whisper possibility out there that when it's presented to the players, it will be presented like this. 18-game season, but every player has a maximum number of appearances of 17.
So he went on to say that would essentially be viewed as coach's decision, did not play, but no player will be allowed to play in 18 full games. That way the players still only have to play in 17.
But that's not, it's a tricky situation because to me, the only way you're handling it is one or two ways. You're either not playing in the first game or you're not playing in the last game. But if you do play in the first game and you're still in the playoff race towards the last game, that means you're going to play in that game as well. So therefore, you're going to probably end up playing 18 games.
You're not. Well, no, that's the thing is this rule would say you're just like, you have to be deactivated. You have to be on the sideline in street clothes, fully healthy. But again, picture telling an NFL player in his prime.
If I'm on the NFL
fully
team,
healthy,
none of y'all playing in the first game of the season, and then we're going to rock from there.
And guess what the NFL will say to that? You're not allowed to do that. Like, that's not the game you can do it.
We're going to forfeit this game. Y'all have
right.
forfeit this game.
Okay. Let's play that out. Let's say that's what then all the NFL would do is come in and say everybody cannot pick the first game. Sorry. First game's off limits because it's opening weekend of the NFL.
But to Tyvis's point, you're going to see that strategy, whether it's week 1 or week 7, where the coach is like, you know what? This is the game where we're just cashing our chips in and we're sitting all our stars.
Oh? Is there a league where they currently do this right now and everybody complains like hell about it? Is there a league that looks at their schedule and goes, well, this one's a back-to-back and it's not on national TV and it's not a home game? Well, we don't need LeBron James and Luka Doncic to play in this game. We'll just send out the scrubs. Like, that's what the NBA does, and it's called load management, and everyone says that would never happen in the NFL. Oh, you'll never see it. I know Florio's just talking like this is a possibility. This has probably been kicked around by someone in the NFL ownership circles or someone who's trying to think of how they can best present this to the players to get it passed, that you still get paid more money for playing fewer games. That might be slightly appealing. What I'm saying is even if you get the players on board with that, and this does happen, that is not good for the health of the NFL. I don't know. I mean, there's been nothing so far that stops the NFL from growing their revenue, growing their interest, growing their TV ratings. But I cannot understand how it would be good for the game if you said, oh, yeah, this is the week that you play the Jets or the Browns or name your team that's bad. We're not playing our starters. You bought this team. You bought tickets thinking you're getting to see Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. You are going to see the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes ain't playing because we think we can beat you with the backups.
This rule will never pass.
Well, okay, but then what the owners would probably come back and say is,
I told you how they're going to do it.
You got to play 18 games.
They're going to play 18 games. They're going to only have 2 preseason games. That's probably how it's going to work.
Maybe. I find that concept, the fact that that's even being kicked around by the NFL, very interesting because I believe you that none of the players would want to do this. None of the coaches would want to do this.
That's too much on the line, especially like I said, you get to a point of a season where it's like every game matters. Like you can't afford to just sit out a game like this. No, unless you've clinched the playoffs, you're not sitting out.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like if I was a good team, I would go hard the first 17 games and hope for the best.
Yes, but
the problem is that last game, if you're fighting for a playoff spot,
and now
you've already used
to rest
all your best players' eligibility, then you're cooked.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
Like, can you imagine if we didn't get that Ravens-Steelers de facto AFC North championship game week 18 because they decided that they needed to sit certain players that last game of the season. Or if we just have a random Sunday night football game between, I don't know, the Seahawks and the Patriots again, Super Bowl rematch, and one of the teams just goes, you know what?
Yeah, we're
just going to sit our dudes this game.
Right. This is an AFC NFC matchup. We don't care. It's not divisional. No big deal for us. That's fine. Like, I can see teams again because analytics would come into play. That's what happens in the NBA. They look at the analytics and say, "Yeah, this is not the game that we need to run our starters out there. It's just not worth it." If you start doing that in the NFL, that I would think would be bad for viewership. Now the NFL can afford to lose a few viewers. They still make billions of dollars a year, but that doesn't seem like the right direction is all I'm trying to say. I also don't think it's likely to happen, but if it does, that would be incredibly stupid in my opinion. Columbus has had a bit of a food crisis going on this week. We've got an update on it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still looking accident-free out there on your roads for this Thursday. A live look at those drive times for our friends in Groveport in our southeast Columbus area. 270, you're flying both directions, both that westbound and northbound spot. Only a 3-minute commute for our friends in Plain City on 33 between 42 to 161. That's also pretty fantastic out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Craving the O? Now it comes to you. For loyal fans, the O on Lane is now offering the O on the Go catering delivery. Perfect for the office or any group. Order boxed lunches or group catering right now at theoonlane.com. The O on the Go, delivered fresh, delivered easy.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop. If you want to upgrade your summer road trip, you got to see my friends at RCD RV. Their open house sale going on May 2nd through the 9th includes free maintenance seminars, financing incentives, accessory discounts, and more. Plus, shop over 850 RVs from all the top brands. Need more? Buy any in-stock camper and get a $1,000 RCD gift card, or go motorhome and grab $1,500. The RCD RV open house sale, May 2nd through the 9th. Don't miss it. Visit rcdrv.com and start planning your adventure now.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Whether you're refreshing flower beds or finishing up that weekend project, Ohio Mulch, they have everything you need to make it look like a pro did it.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good days, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
Not all dental practices are the same. Most do a little bit of everything.
Primarily maintenance and teeth cleanings.
But where do you go when you need serious restoration? Who can give you a brand new smile that's comfortable?
At Runyon Dental Group, we are trained experts in restorative dentistry.
Restoration is all we do.
We can give you a gorgeous, new, comfortable, healthy smile, no matter what the condition of your teeth.
Even if you have no teeth, and we can do it comfortably.
Runyon Dental Group.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Look, it's that time of year. You want to throw the windows open. The weather is getting nicer. Supposed to be, I think, on Saturday, like up in the 70s and sunny. That'll be a good day maybe to open the windows up. But if you know there's a couple windows in your house where you're like, I don't even have to open it, and I already feel the air coming in from outside. Maybe you felt that all winter long, and now you're thinking, oh, wait, summer's coming. We're going to run the AC a lot. The windows are not going to keep that cold air in. Don't let that happen for another summer. Get your windows fixed now. You can actually get a little bit of a better break on your utility bills when you get more efficient windows, and Window Nation can help out with that. They have their buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free sale going on right now. You can replace all the windows in your home and get half of them for free. Plus, you can get 0 down payment, no interest or payments for 2 years from Window Nation when you go with them right now. Plus, they'll install those windows in a day. They've got crews that come out that are some of the best in the business. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau for a reason. They're Window Nation. Find them today, windownation.com. See all the window selection. Schedule your fast free estimate right now. windownation.com. Again, buy 4 windows, get 4 free right now from Window Nation. Check them out today. So I saw this from Dana White. I guess, is he still the head of UFC? Technically, I know
Yes.
they've been sold and there's all this stuff, but Dana White had a message yesterday that I thought was incredibly stupid. And I'll just bring this up because I think it's worth bringing up occasionally. Dana White said about men's mental health culture. He said, quote, I hate this whole men's mental health stuff they talk about. Unfortunately, when you're a man, you're a provider. You can't be that guy posting on social media, oh, I had a bad day and I'm so sad. It's unattractive to other males, let alone women. Dude, okay. Dana White, like, what is wrong with you, man? First of all, I don't take advice from someone who hits his wife. So there's that, Dana White. He did. It's on video. He's admitted it was a stupid thing and he shouldn't have done it, but also he didn't lose anything for it. Dana White sucks. And I mean, you can like the product that his like UFC has put out. That's fine. I'm not here to judge all that. I'm just saying, whatever else you think of Dana White, that take sucks. And if you're a guy or if you're anyone who's listening, guy, gal, whoever, like the idea that we can't talk about mental health or if you're having a bad day, number one, you can reach out to me. You can hit me up on social media. My DMs are open. Tell me that you're having a bad day. I would love to talk to you. But also, there's probably people in your life that would love to talk to you too. So I think we just need to counter this message that Dana White is putting out there that no one wants to hear about it. No, yeah, we do.
Mental health is, when you talk about the subject of mental health, it's 2 generations colliding. You know, it's because back in the day, the way that I was raised, and the way a lot of men my age and above was raised, was that you just keep it inside and you deal with it. You don't show weakness. You don't show emotion. A true sign of a man is a person that don't cry or show weakness, because that looks soft in the community. And now that you get older and you listen to the new generation, like, things happen in people's lives and people need to deal with it, because if you don't deal with it right then and there, it can have effects later in life. And that's where the mental health part comes in. So it's just 2 different generations, and way people was raised and brought up, it's like going against it nowadays and stuff like that. But it's always good to get your emotions out, go talk to people. It's very refreshing on the mind and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I've heard people put it this way. I don't know who originally said this. I've seen it said by a lot of people, and it's a good thing, which is I'd rather have an uncomfortable conversation with a friend or have that moment where, like, you know, if it's your mental health, if it's someone else's mental health, I'd rather have that uncomfortable conversation and live in that moment as much as that may not feel great, rather than go to that person's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why people think that's the take to have we see it all the time now. You find out about people that look successful and have everything going for them. And yet you find out, no, they've been struggling with mental health. And sadly, unfortunately, they're no longer with us. Like, to say something like as boneheaded as that from Dana White is just, I don't understand how you could be that just not thoughtful in a day like today. I don't know how you could say that. All right, something a little lighter. I saw that people were stressed about a local restaurant not having the ranch the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
meaning the ranch dressing.
Dylan's one of them.
Dylan, today you're wearing a Roosters sweatshirt.
I am.
Clearly fishing for a deal, as we can tell. Like, Dylan is out here just trying to make it happen, which I don't know if it's going to for you, but I like that you're trying.
Roosters.
Right. So, Roosters apparently got complaints from some of the people that the ranch was off the last few days. Is that right?
That's correct. And they came out and said they admitted to it. There was no denial. They said, hey, they didn't say what it was, but they said one of the ingredients that we put in the ranch, there's a shortage. There's something a little different in there. It might taste slightly different to you, but you know how people are with Roosters. People are crazy about Roosters.
Yeah.
So they'll notice the slightest taste change, even if it's in just the ranch dressing.
Well, any restaurant that you like, I mean, I know this. I love Roosters. I don't go maybe as often as I go to some other restaurants. Like, you know, but if one of my favorite fast food joints changed up the menu or the recipe, I would think I would notice. So if you're someone now, I'm not a big ranch dressing fan personally, but
that's surprising.
Shocking.
I know it is the sauce of my people. It is what we like, supposedly. But like everyone else in my house enjoys ranch, but not me.
Yeah, the whites are good.
Thank you, Ryan. I never really got into ranch, but if you are, I understand how that's part of the experience of going and getting food at Roosters. Like, you like their ranch, but they came out and the exact quote from a spokesperson. I saw this from NBC4. They got someone on the record from Roosters. Said, we appreciate everyone's love of our ranch and apologize for the taste not quite being the same recently. We had to make a temporary substitution due to one of our ingredients being out of stock. Stuck in the Strait of Hormuz, Tyvis. They're saying it's they didn't say that. I just heard. That one didn't land. That's okay. That's fine. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's okay.
You
Fine.
think you think you could tell the difference, like with the Reese's? This just reminds me of the Reese's.
Yeah.
You could tell that it was a difference in the chocolate of the Reese's.
I think I could, but then again, the son of Reese's, whatever that guy's name is, the grandson or whatever that was been complaining about it.
He fighting this.
I mean, he claims that it doesn't. He says it's not edible. And as much as they may have changed some of the product for Reese's, I will admit, I don't feel that it's so egregious that I can't eat it. I don't know that I've noticed a huge change with the Reese's, like, peanut butter cups, per se. Maybe that's not what they've changed. I think he said it was some other candy. But, yeah, I mean, if you have something that you love and it doesn't taste right and you're used to getting it, now, God forbid, you just go without the ranch, when you go to Roosters next time. But
who does that?
Nobody. Apparently, if you like it, you get it.
However, do you get the ranch at Roosters, Tyvis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I get the spicy ranch.
All right, here we go. Investigative journalist Tyvis Powell.
I'm not.
We send him out to Roosters. We haven't tasted it.
Why
I didn't contemplate the spicy
get the ranch.
Oh, you're not a ranch guy either.
No.
Oh, see,
if I'm getting some wings, I'm definitely getting some ranch.
You get ranch with wings?
What?
I thought it was like blue cheese. Isn't that what people?
No.
That's not what you do?
No, I've never been a blue cheese guy. I always do ranch. My wife was blue cheese, and then she got with me, and she was like, you know what, the ranch is ready.
Oh,
I've never understood. There's already sauce on the wings.
Yeah.
Why do we need to dip it in something else?
This is the reality, and this is, I don't want to start the ranch wars of 2026, but like, I will say,
I'm not a Hidden Valley guy. I'm a Marzetti's guy. Like,
okay.
BW3's ranch is like superior.
All tastes the same to me.
Wingstop.
It all tastes the same to me.
BW3's ranch has to be superior because their wings suck.
Hot take.
I don't think it
I'm
is.
trying to play the thing. It won't play because there's no hot take detected. I'm trying. It's just, sorry, all that plays is this. All that plays is absolutely correct. I don't know what to tell you. No, but I will say that now this is probably a hot take. I think if you dip your ranch or your wings in a like blue cheese or a ranch or some cream-based thing, then I don't think you really like the flavor of your wings.
Yes.
I think that's if you put sour cream on spicy stuff, it neutralizes the spiciness.
Really? So
yeah, so that's what it literally.
So you're saying that if I dip my food in a cream base, that means it's not good?
Yes.
So that means all pizza tastes the same because I dip all my pizza in ranch.
To you, it does. It just tastes like ranch.
It all tastes similar. That's exactly.
So wait,
I rest my case.
We got to the bottom of it.
I rest my case.
So there we go.
Stop dipping your pizza in ranch, and you'll stop thinking they taste the same or similar or whatever the hell you say.
Eat your food how you want to. I'm just saying, if you're like, oh yeah, I eat the triple habanero, give me the ghost pepper, and you're like, oh, I love a spicy wing, and then you instantly take it and douse it in blue cheese or ranch, and then eat it. You're not eating the spice. You're eating something that literally neutralizes spice. Capsaicin and the products of milk, when they combine, it neutralizes capsaicin. That's why if you eat hot wings and you need something to cool your mouth off, they recommend you eat yogurt or drink milk or ice cream or something like that because it neutralizes that flavor. So I'm saying if you do that, you're not getting the heat. So that's just me talking about real stuff.
You're talking about nothing. That's what you're talking about because what you just said is not going to stop me from getting ranch with any wing that I ever get.
But I'm saying you can't shame anybody for like, oh, I eat spicy wings. It's like, well, you don't because you dip them in something to cool them off. That's all. It takes it away.
Who cares?
Fine. No, exactly right. Who cares is exactly right. I agree with you.
You go get one of them hot wings from BW3s or Roosters and you dip it in the ranch and tell me that if it still ain't hot.
Well, first of all, the idea that you put B-dubs and Roosters wings in even like the same category.
Oh my goodness.
That's its own. In fact, I think the Roosters people are going to come over here and have some words for you. How dare you? How dare you say that? Don't compare those two. They're not the same.
No, Roosters is superior.
No, exactly right. That's like comparing Oklahoma City Thunder and the Sacramento Kings. Like, what are we doing? Those are just two opposite directions right now. The best sports commercials of all time. We'll do that next in the list. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, noise walls are coming up in New Albany. The project is starting tonight at New Albany Road ramp to 161 westbound. It will be closed for those construction crew members out there until Friday. We're talking as early as 9 o'clock tonight. As for that detour, especially if you live or work in that area, just take New Albany Road to State Route 161 in that eastbound direction, then get off at 62 real quick. Loop back onto that westbound direction of 161 where you want to go. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
They say great customer service is a thing of the past, but not at Newman Roofing. Quality products, expert installers, and a team you can trust is the core foundation at Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF today to have your roofing, siding, or gutters replaced this spring, or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving, loyal fans and volunteers, an iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th, buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Good Feet store. This is the time. You want to be outside. You need to be outside. But do you really want to be on your feet if they're killing you? That's why I went to the Good Feet store. I stressed about knowing I would be standing at a multiple-hour event or even playing in a golf tourney where I knew I would be walking. But when I got fitted for my personal arch supports, it changed the game for me in a great way. I honestly feel much better supported and aligned, and it's taken the pressure off my lower back. I could feel the difference instantly in my test walk at the store. Just a solid foundation right from the get-go. And now, every day, everything feels a little better. Their experts will personally fit you like they did me. And do what I did. Take the test walk around the store and you'll feel the difference. I've learned it all starts with the feet. And when you get the proper support, everything feels better. You can make an appointment online or just stop in the Good Feet store. They're in Grove City or on Polaris Parkway in Westerville. Or get started right now at goodfeet.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. We're an independent financial planning firm ready to help you make the right decision for yourself, your family, and your future. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians were able to get back in the win column after a 3-1 victory in Kansas City last night. The win snapped a 3-game skid for the Guards. They'll try to split the 4-game series versus the Royals this afternoon. The Cincinnati Reds, on the other hand, continue their slide after losing to the Cubs 7-6. The Redlegs are now losers of 6 straight and will try to avoid the sweep in Chicago this afternoon, with first pitch scheduled for 2:20 over on the Fan 2. And in the NBA playoffs, the Cavs will try to avoid going down 2-0 when they face the Pistons in Detroit. LeBron and the Lakers will try to do the same in their Game 2 against the defending champions in OKC. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property, call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty. He'll buy it today for cash. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
1 hour from now, we will hit the Huddle. If you're saying, wait, isn't the Huddle usually on Wednesdays? Yes, but we're dumb and we forgot to do it yesterday. So we're doing it today because I will not miss a segment. I would just maybe be late doing a segment. But yesterday, apparently, we were
24 hours late.
20. Yeah, that's right.
I'm completely done with Tyvis.
What? Oh,
there's people in the YouTube chat talking about ranch, and then he goes in there and says Dairy Queen ranch is really good, Jets is fine as well, and all ranch does taste similar. However, there's a major difference with Hidden Valley Ranch. Like, he's out here critiquing ranch, And then he says they all taste similar after he points out specific ones. Then earlier he pointed out that he puts ranch on all his pizza, and that's why they taste similar.
Well,
First of all,
First of all, hold on, wait a minute, because
So you just like ranch?
Wait a minute, I'm not gonna let you just tell lies on me like that.
I just read what you said.
do not put ranch on my pizza. I dip my pizza in ranch. It's a major difference.
When the pizza enters your mouth, there is ranch on it.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
That's why
I don't like the way you said pizza enters your mouth.
I don't either. Me some glory hole.
Stop it. Why did that play? I don't know. But yeah, like Tyvis, you got to admit the ranch stuff is a little, I mean, you're sitting here laying out the finer points of ranch with Hidden Valley specifically, but then saying all other ranch tastes the same, but you notice the difference in Hidden Valley.
Yeah, Hidden Valley is trash.
I'm just saying, I don't like ranch.
Trash.
I've never been a ranch fan, is all I'm trying to tell you. The fact that you like ranch, I let you live. And I can't argue with you on if it tastes similar or not, because to me, it's all gross. I don't want it. Now, that is different when you get a spicy ranch or a blackened ranch, then I'm all in on those.
I feel like that's
the regular old ranch, no.
I feel like wings and pizza is the only time I really use ranch.
I feel like I've never if you
give me
the same foods and having different experiences, because I eat pizza, no ranch. I eat wings, no ranch. You're eating them dipped in ranch.
Now, see this.
And now we have arguments about food. We're not even experiencing the same thing.
This is where I have a dilemma, because with wings I eat ranch, but with chicken, like if I go to Popeyes and get a bucket of chicken, hot sauce.
What do you think the wings are made out of? I'm just saying. I mean, they're
hot sauce.
No, you said when I get wings, I do this, but when I get chicken, but wings are chicken.
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
When he gets fried chicken, like a bucket of chicken.
Wings are fried.
Flats or drumsticks. How about that? You comprehend
or breasts or thighs.
Yes.
Okay,
I prefer breast to thighs.
When I get pizza, I like to drink it with a Coke. But when I get bread with sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on it, I like to have this other drink. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're all the same product.
You know what I mean.
Fine. I
He's
do know
a
what you
crazy
mean.
person, but that kind of made sense.
Thank you.
All right. We will have plenty more food discussion coming up, but we do have some business to attend to.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on The List.
Sponsored by Baths R Us. Go to bathsrus.com to schedule your free estimate. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
All right. The list today.
What style are we doing this?
What do you mean?
We're doing just.
Want to do new school or old school? It's up to you.
I don't have them listed, so
good. Let's do new school.
Wasn't prepared for a ranking.
Good. All right. Yeah, me either. That's right. Okay. Top 5, or not even top 5, just best sports commercials of all time is what we're doing today. So this is inspired by the fact that this weekend I saw was the anniversary. I believe it was 98 or 99 when they came out with the Chicks Dig the Long Ball campaign, with Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux with the Braves saying that why isn't everybody paying attention to the pitching? They're all, locked in on the home runs. And then they went and worked out and figured out how to hit home runs. That was the nice campaign. Was that a Nike ad, I feel like? Chicks Dig the Long Ball? That's bad.
I feel like it is.
I don't even remember who the ad was for.
I think it was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
All right.
Yeah, because they had the Mark McGuire shoes in it and all that. So, yeah.
Well, we have then decided to do best sports commercials of all time. And Tyvis, you brought up today when we first started doing the show, when we walked in the studio, there's a category that I think almost deserves its own. Like if we were ranking them, I would put this category of commercials number 1. I don't even know if you could boil it down to 1. But the This Is Sports Center ad campaign.
Fire. They was fire.
I mean, it has to be probably the number 1 ad campaign of all time in sports media. Like the amount of, they have like 50 of those commercials. They were all hilarious, or a lot of them were. Like
Alex Ovechkin was a Russian spy.
That one's great. There's the one.
They did the one with Kobe. Kobe was at the vending machine, and they watched it, and they say, "Oh, that's the same one Jordan would have picked." Like, y'all hilarious, man.
That one was great. I am a big fan of the one where Dan Patrick is sitting at his desk typing away, and all of a sudden, like, the power goes out, and he just, like, looks up, and then you see him walking down, like, a darkened hallway, and he goes to a utility closet, opens the door, and Now, obviously, defamed and besmirched Lance Armstrong is in there. But at the time, he was the Lance Armstrong that was on top of the world, and everyone loved him. And he's on a stationary bike, and he's like stopped, and he's breathing heavy, and he's taking a little sip, and Dan Patrick looks at him and goes, "Hey, buddy, everything all right?" I goes, "Oh, sorry, Dan. I thought everybody left for the night." And he's like, "You need a protein bar or something?" He's like, No, I'm good. And then he starts pedaling, and the power comes back on.
Of course he didn't need no protein bar.
That one's one of my favorite. Yo, because you know why. he was on that stuff.
I'm wet. I'm dirty.
Yeah, that's right.
My favorite one is with one of your good friends, T-Bone, John Clayton.
Oh,
hey, Mom,
yes. May he rest in peace.
With my segment.
Dude. I don't remember which one came first, but that's the one where he's doing his Sports Center hitter, his update, his NFL take, and then he immediately rips off like the
he's got like a tearaway suit,
and he's got a ponytail and the metal shirt on,
t-shirt.
and he's playing a metal record, and he's like, "Mom, I'm done with my segment." I've always wondered because I don't remember which one came first, but I feel like that came before the Will Ferrell bit in Wedding Crashers, where he's like, "Mom, the meatloaf, we want it now." Like, I wonder if that was inspired by that John Clayton commercial,
Probably,
or maybe the John Clayton commercial came after that. I don't remember, but curious about that. All right, so Sports Center commercials, we agree.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Those are up there. Go ahead.
I used to love the Reebok fantasy commercials, the fantasy football commercials. It always had the players doing some insane stuff. Like they had Chris Chambers catching it backwards and then like catching the third one. They had one where Chris Cooley punched the wall and caught the ball through the wall.
Yes.
Like it was hard. I was like, hey, man, it was like, just, I don't know, maybe because I was such a big football fan, it was like, I used to think like, is this real? Did he really just do that? Like, it was cool to me.
That one's a fantastic one.
Do the Under Armour ones count? Like Click Clack and
we must protect
this house?
Sure, those are sports commercials.
Man, I never wore Under Armour, but those were great campaigns.
Yeah. I like how you still have to get your Nike love out there. They're like, I never wore this stuff because I'm loyal to Nike.
That's a fact. I did that. I agree with that statement.
What is that? Who cares?
I never wore.
Are they
the only time I
check?
wore Under Armour was in the Senior Bowl, and I wore the cleats to run my 4.46.
Oh,
shout out to Under Armour for that.
So Nike wasn't fast enough for you.
But if I was a
4.36,
but if I was a hooper, I would have been Nike because the dribble commercial from Nike.
Dude, that one is on my that's on my list. The one with all the they called it the freestyle commercial, right? Where they had a beat going of guys dribbling the basketball. Yes. And what's the backstory on why that one's so interesting is because that was in the era where the And One mixtapes were becoming a thing.
Correct.
And so it was street ball versus, like the NBA. Mm-hmm. And the idea was street ball is this very lower form of basketball. It's not on the level of real basketball. Street ball is just what guys who can't play real basketball do.
Yeah.
So when you had NBA players standing alongside street ball, because they got some real street ball guys to come and do that.
Oh, yeah.
And you have those guys all together in a commercial. It was like the ultimate vindication for that whole underground scene of street ball. And as someone who loved And One and the And One mixtapes, it did kind of hurt my soul to know that Nike basically saw what And One did and was like, cool, we'll just rip that off now.
Yeah,
and we'll use that for our giant brand, because Nike used to fight And One in the shoe battles, but And One, that brand, it shows how powerful they were that you got Nike to do a street ball commercial. Epic stuff.
I got to go back and watch the Bird and Jordan Big Mac commercial.
There were two different. There was the Bird. There was Bird versus Magic. That was also an ad campaign from back in the day.
Bird and Jordan, where they were shooting shot for shot.
Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was like off the backboard, or it was like off the stands, off the scoreboard, off the backboard, nothing but net.
Yeah.
It was always it kept going, and they would back out. They were like outside of the arena by the end of it. Yeah, those commercials were awesome. I always was a fan of those. I'm trying to think, Dylan, do you have any other ones you wanted to throw in?
In the same vein as the dribble one, the NBA Christmas commercials where they're shooting the shot with the bells on the net.
That one is
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
That one is sick. I agree with that one a lot. It's funny. I'm trying to think. I mean, most of our commercials that we picked here were either between basketball and football. Is that right? Is that fair to say? I mean, the Sports Center commercials covered everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And
this
the list
started
was inspired by a
baseball commercial, but I feel like that's not most of what were on my list. I've got a few more to get into. We'll hit those next. But also, there's an update on the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini situation. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. Noticing some slowdowns as you're heading downtown right now after a crash 71 northbound just as you're passing 670. That right shoulder is currently blocked out there for you. We do have traffic cones in place with that live camera, but also take note here, we could be seeing impacts on that 670 westbound ramp to 71 northbound, as well as that 670 eastbound ramp to 71 out there just outside of Fort Hays Park. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Recently, our company's softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later.
Sound familiar, Dale?
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th with My Chemical Romance, Tool, Bring Me the Horizon, and Shinedown. Plus, Pierce the Veil, Good Charlotte, Sublime, Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, Marilyn Manson, and so many more. Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio, May 14th to 17th. Passes on sale now at SonicTempleFestival.com.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off of closing costs. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.09% APR, 6.12% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Looking to launch a career in the skilled trades but don't know where to begin? Part-time service in the Ohio Army National Guard can help. You can kickstart your career by enlisting in one of our many trades-based jobs. Get paid to learn these skills and gain on-the-job training when you report to your unit 1 weekend a month or 2 weeks in the summer. To learn how the Guard can pay for your civilian trade certification, visit nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died.
So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reese's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
After a chilly start for us today, daytime highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s to low 60s with increasing clouds throughout the day and winds picking up. For tonight, clouds overnight develop as lows get into the 40s. And then for Friday, we do have a slight chance of showers, otherwise mostly cloudy and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate it, hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
My buddy Rick just texted me. We were talking about the best commercials of all time when it comes to sports. Rick suggested the SportsCenter commercial where the New Jersey Devil is on the elevator, the mascot. I believe it was the SportsCenter anchor Jay Harris who's standing there waiting. He pushes the button. He gets in and says, going up. And the devil just looks at him and shakes his head no. And he instantly like, nope. And he gets back off the elevator. That one is pretty great. That's got to be one of the best of all time.
Did you see somebody in the chat brought up the Tiger Woods walking on water to hit a putt for his game? I guess in his game, they had him on the water hitting a putt, and they like sent the message to EA Sports like, hey, you got a glitch in your game where you got Tiger hitting putts on water, and they say, and he goes out there and he does it for real.
No, I never saw that one. I remember, wasn't there a Tiger one where he does the like ball trick where he can hit it off the wedge and he like just bounces it for 30 seconds and then smokes one like 200 yards or something? That's insane. Yeah, he's insane.
Brett in the chat brought up the Jordan Spike Lee. It's got to be the shoes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's got to be the shoes.
On the Spike Lee front, I mean, wasn't Spike Lee also involved in the Little Penny advertisements
I believe
as well?
So,
which with Anthony Hardaway, like, oh my God, those are with Chris Rock as the voice of Lil Penny. Yeah, you're right. Both of those with what was his name?
Have commercials?
What was in the Jordan
nowadays?
Commercial? I don't know if they've died. I think people
it's hard to come up with new ideas.
When's the last time you watched a commercial and was like, oh, that was really good?
I'm sorry, but
look, there's an Indeed commercial on right now, and it's no, I don't know. Half the ads now are for like drug companies where it's like, do you have rheumatoid arthritis? Take this thing, and then it's like side effects included. It names all the things, including rheumatoid arthritis. You're like, well, that's what I'm taking this for. What? But it's always people who are like playing racquetball and like they're dressed in all different colors, and it's always like, yay, we're eating fish by the sea. And then it's like, so some side effects may include leaky bowels, and you're like, oh, why are we eating seafood and talking about that? That's what all the commercials are now, and they have legalese throughout. So that's probably why they all suck.
We need another Michael Vick Experience commercial.
That one was one of the ones we didn't get to that I wanted to bring up, because if you didn't see that one, it's where they're at like a theme park, and the kids are like in line, and he gets on a. It looks like those roller coasters, the suspended ones, where you're under the track and your legs hang free, and then it just opens up to you're in an NFL game and you're doing all the things Michael Vick does, and yeah, that one's pretty.
Tyvis, to answer your question about the current commercials, though, they might be cheesy, but I am a big fan of the Liberty Mutual commercials.
Liberty Bibbity.
Between Liberty Bibbity and Limu Emu and Doug, like, man, those commercials.
I just realized that's all the same.
Yes,
you're right. Jeez.
Yes. Not enough for me to have Liberty Mutual as my insurance carrier.
Well, then it's not
the
working.
Commercials are great.
What about Geico?
They're played out. They've been doing the same bit for 40
Chihuahua
years.
from Taco Bell.
R.I.P.
That dog's been dead for a long time.
Dang.
But I'm with you. I like the Taco Bell.
Got him up out of here, huh?
Yeah,
I'm more of a
Viva Gordita. That's what he used to say. My guy.
Yeah, give me Chuquero Taco Bell over Liv Moss.
What about
any day?
Yeah.
What about the guy from Verizon? Didn't he switch to like AT&T?
Yeah, they did that with the "Can you hear me now" guy.
Good.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Good for him. He's getting paid. I guess that's fine.
What happened to Jared in the Subway commercials?
You know
never
what?
mind.
No. That's Yep. Let's move along. That's
the king.
I mean, we do know where he is.
You know who the king of
Let's
the
not ask
commercial
why.
is? Was sports figure Nick Saban.
Oh God, yeah, he is in a lot of commercials. Now that you say that,
his be pretty good. You know who else was good? Baker Mayfield for Progressive when he was with the Browns.
Trying to remember what he did in that Progressive commercial because I know he did. I just can't remember what.
Stephen A. said he got more Progressive commercials than touchdowns.
That's a fact.
No, I will give Nick Saban credit on being self-aware enough. Like the one where is it Verbo or what?
Yes.
One of the like timeshare place, not timeshare. What do you call it when you rent a house from somebody? What is that called? Airbnb. But that's a brand. Anyway,
where he's like always around.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like telling them what they can do.
He in the hot tub cutting the grass and all that.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that. I guess we could have called that a sports commercial technically because it's Nick Saban, but whatever. We'll move on. Maybe Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini will end up in a Super Bowl commercial. That would be quite the way to put a little, at least acknowledge this whole thing's going on.
They have rented quite a few Verbos, I assume.
Y'all sick.
I don't know if they put Verbos on the water, Dylan, but according to this story from TMZ, allegedly, Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini went on a boat in June of 2021. This was in... I looked up where this location was. It's not far outside of Nashville. It appears there was like a state park there with a big reservoir, and they rent boats, and you can go take a boat out on the water and whatever. So apparently, Mike Vrabel rented a boat back in June of 2021. Now, there is a document that's been produced that shows that on the document, the other person who signed to be a part of the boat trip was Diana Rossini. And at the time, Diana Rossini, according to TMZ, would have been about 2 months away from the birth of her, I don't know if this was her first child or second child, but one of her children was born a few months after that. So,
it was Michael. That was the child.
It was the first child.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. Because according to this story, TMZ said they obtained photos from the people who were at the boat rental company who asked for photos of Mike Vrabel, and they all said, allegedly, that both he and Diana Rossini did not seem to want to take any photos. But then Vrabel said, all right, I'll do one with the group. And Diana Rossini made sure she was not in it. But then he said, you can't share this photo. You can't post anywhere, but I'll take a photo with you if you want. And they all agreed to that. Wow. And I guess now that agreement is off because there's all these other stories out there about the two of them. So they figured, well, I guess it's time that we can put this out there.
I'm interested in this because my wife is pregnant, and my wife cannot be on boats pregnant. And
oh, really?
Like the reason I didn't go on the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer this year is because my wife was too far along in her pregnancy to be on the ship. Okay. So if she was about to give birth 2 months later, that's way further along than my wife was. You mean tell me she's allowed to be on the boat?
Is it? And I'm not trying to joke here. Is it because of the motion of the ocean?
Yes,
like, is it that, or is it because you're like, hey, if you're out at sea, it might be hard to deliver a baby if you suddenly have an emergency?
I'm going with the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, you want to. So they were probably Mike and Diana were probably on a lake.
Yes, they were. It was
don't
not.
want to be on the rough waters of the ocean while you're carrying a child.
Okay, see, I didn't. I've never taken a cruise, so I didn't know about that whole part of it. I didn't know they asked you that kind of question. All right, that's good to know, but. Here's where I'm just a little skeptical of this story, because we have a photo that shows Mike Vrabel with a bunch of other people, right? And that's it. We have a document.
I haven't even seen the photo.
Yeah, there's just a photo, and all their faces are blurred out, which I like how like all those people who they're like, no, we'll send you the photo. Don't use our photo in it though. But here's Mike Vrabel. Like, that's first of all, they're fine with that. Fine with his photo being out there. Now, the question I have though is, I want to, I guess, believe this story is true because it would further this thing that we're talking about. And I think it's been an interesting story, and I guess I'm a little bit suckered in on the gossipy part of it. However, on the level of could it be easy to just go, oh yeah, we have a Mike Vrabel thing too. Like, you could easily create a form that, or maybe there was a form that Mike Vrabel signed and he did rent a boat. You could easily just write Diana Rossini's name on there and then be like, oh yeah, that's her signature. You know, she's not talking right now to the media. I'm just saying I want to be a little bit skeptical of every story that comes out about this being 100% true. for sure, these people seem like they were doing some stuff. I think that's been established. What I'm curious about is, like, how much do I need to know about, oh, and here was a time where they took a 2-hour boat ride, because apparently they only rented this boat for 2 or 3 hours. So,
well, whenever they are comfortable to come out and talk about it, we'll get the answers, because whoever they do the interview with, I'm sure, is going to ask the questions that people want to know, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
And we shouldn't spread
in the
rumors.
case of 4-year-old Mike Vrabel, you are the father.
No, that's
they shouldn't do that.
That's not real. That's artificial intelligence, for what that's worth. I will say, a guy who writes about football, Roger Sherman. I've read a lot of his college football stuff over the years. He had probably the best thought on all of this, which was, it's a really high bar to have the number one boat for sex scandal in the NFL, but they may have just done it.
Hey, business just went up, huh?
Well, I'm just saying, there was a Viking scandal I seem to recall about a boat. That was also
the Love Boat.
That was a pretty big scandal too, but this one may have topped it if it's true. So, yeah, there we go.
This one did not top that.
No, I don't think it did either, but again, it's a high bar to clear given that Viking scandal. Should the Browns blow up their draft next year to bring in a degenerate gambler this year? Allegedly. One prominent NFL draft analyst thinks so. You'll hear from him in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
The roads definitely getting busier out there on this Thursday. Starting in New Albany, 161 eastbound, just as you're passing 62. Gets a little bit slower out there. As always, 233 in that westbound direction, just outside of Canal Winchester by Gender Road. You're already down to 28 miles per hour for your speeds. But hey, some better news on the west side. We're talking 270, only a 5-minute commute between 33 to Roberts Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop. If you want to upgrade your summer road trip, you got to see my friends at RCD RV. Their open house sale going on May 2nd through the 9th includes free maintenance seminars, financing incentives, accessory discounts, and more. Plus, shop over 850 RVs from all the top brands. Need more? Buy any in-stock camper and get a $1,000 RCD gift card. Or go motorhome and grab $1,500. The RCD RV open house sale, May 2nd through the 9th. Don't miss it. Visit RCDRV.com and start planning your adventure now.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, you can transform your garage right now with my friends at Comer & Cross Garage Floors. And here's the thing, a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor will make the difference when you pull in your garage and you see that for the first time. You're going to feel like $1 million. You're going to feel like you're driving into a new car showroom. That is the guarantee from Comer & Cross. They can come in and fix the stains, the cracks, even the bad epoxy job that you did before in just one day. The entire garage, they'll take all your stuff out of it. They'll lay down their coating. They'll put that floor in for you. It'll fix all those issues. And in one day, your garage will look completely different and in a much better way than when you left it. Plus, right now, Comer & Cross, they'll take 50% off installation. That's right, 50% off installation at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. The number again for Comer & Cross, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or you can go to comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com.
I got a crisis at my house. What do you do? How do you pull a kid's tooth? My oldest kid, her one of her front tooth is like hanging, and it's like ready, but she don't want us to pull it.
there's a few options, I feel like. I mean, the one that you see in the movies or TV.
I'm trying to get like crunchy food.
I don't know. I mean, you could try that, but then you run the risk of just the tooth goes with the food down the gullet. And I don't know if you want that. I always found if we're getting to a point where it's hanging by like a litter, I don't want to be gross, but if it's like hanging by a thread, essentially, have you tried the twist method?
She won't let you touch it.
No. That's what we don't touch it. I've told the kids, like, if you just twist the tooth with your tongue or, with, whatever, wash your hands and try that. That sometimes is enough to just have it go and fall, break off their hand. But if it's not ready to go, it's not ready to go. You can't rush it.
Well, see, now it's affecting her, like, the way she's going about life. And
how long has it been kind of in this state?
I mean, it's got real loose like the past 48 hours. But
okay, so we're doing a couple days now.
Yeah, but it's been like it's like not the same color anymore. It's like it's been loose for quite some time.
Okay.
Like a couple weeks now.
Yeah. I one time let Gianna essentially pull out her own tooth by tying a piece of floss, one end to her tooth, one end to a Nerf gun bullet.
Okay.
And let her
Did
shoot
that work?
Oh, she loved it. Yeah. It came
really?
out. Mm-hmm.
Now that's an interesting
It's
one.
got to be strong enough.
Yeah.
You can't be getting a Nerf gun from the Dollar General and hoping that it's going to come out.
Yeah, you got to get a real Nerf gun. Yeah, for sure. And one of those ones that does the like 48 of them at a time where just shoots them all out in like a rotation, like a Tommy gun of Nerf guns.
Because she was complaining about it too. And when Elaine went touch it, I literally was just Googling like fun ways to get a kid to pull their tooth. And that was the one that we decided to go with.
I got to be honest. I never really realized this about myself, but I'm getting a little queasy thinking about like ripping out a tooth. Like, I've done it. I've helped my kids do it. But now that we're talking about it, it's kind of gross. Kind of a disgusting topic. Thanks for bringing it up.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I honestly think the best thing, like when I was a kid, is just like, you play with the tooth. You like, you use your tongue, you kind of push it around, and eventually it just
that's what my wife's been telling her to do.
Yeah, it'll fall off. I mean, come on, what happened out? At some point, like when we were all
the Band-Aid off. Like when I was a kid, I just you know what happened? I was trying to eat like a burger, and I couldn't because it hurt.
Oh yeah.
And I thought to myself, "This either you gonna take the tooth off or you gonna starve."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, this thing got to come out because I'm eating that burger," and there you go. There it was.
Ugh. Yeah, all right. Well, good luck. Hopefully that who's dealing with this? Which child?
Lay is my oldest.
Your oldest. All right. Yeah, we're about to start being into losing teeth land with my youngest, not my oldest. My oldest is almost driving, so no. If she loses teeth now, we paid for those teeth. Those have had braces and everything else. Those need to stay in now. Todd McShay on he was talking about this situation with Brendan Sorsby, right, and how there's a chance the potential Texas Tech quarterback who is now embroiled in a gambling scandal. He's checked himself into rehab. He may not be able to play in the NCAA. They are trying to get a ruling on this so they can determine if he should go to the supplemental draft in the NFL, which presents a whole host of questions. But one of them is which teams would be interested in Brendan Sorsby? Here's what Todd McShay thought of that.
If I'm the Browns, if we have the quarterback coach and we have the contract the right way, we have the psychologist putting a stamp on it. If we can get aligned, I think this guy's worth it. And if that's the case, I get to draft him, and I'm doing it with a first-round pick in whether it's late June or July, whenever this supplemental draft happens, if it happens. And I'm doing that because I think he's got a chance to be special.
He went on to say in this, he has a podcast, Todd McShay. Go listen to the whole thing if you want to. Go find it. But he brought up, Tyvis, that when Brendan Sorsby runs the football, he runs with a decent level of mobility, and then at the end, there's power at the end of his runs, and he will run over a guy, and you can't coach that.
Oh, he will be. He's going to be in the league for 3 years.
He made No. He made comparisons to. He said he made this comparison.
He's going to run somebody over. 3 years. You know who else thought that?
Who's that?
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
And guess what? They sat him right down.
Well, and what was the thing on Anthony Richardson was like he's super athletic. He can run the football.
He's a physical freak.
Physical freak. But he doesn't have the greatest Everything else is not there when it comes to playing quarterback.
Arm strength.
Arm strength is huge.
Threw it and hit the top of the ceiling at Pro Day.
What did they say about Brendan Sorsby's arm?
They said his angles is as good as Patrick Mahomes.
They said he's got, like, right now, if he were to come in the league, he'd have a top 7 arm in the NFL. The problem is not that. The problem is, can you play quarterback? And Todd McShay's argument that he made, if you listen to the entirety of this discussion he had, was that you can coach all those other things. You can't coach the physicality, the toughness, the ability to throw the football that he has. And I would just argue. Then he compared him to Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and, like, all these guys who've been successful. And I always find it interesting that that's the upside is certainly there for those guys. Mm-hmm. But there are also plenty of examples like you're talking about where a guy comes in and is physical, tough, has all the tools, but hasn't shown he can actually play the position. And that's the part that I do think is worrisome. Josh Allen showed you he could play quarterback. It was just at Wyoming. And we didn't know if the competition was any good. But the competition he was playing, he showed you he was that good. Brendan Sorsby had games where he looked really good, and he had games where he played Nebraska where he looked atrocious. So
he ran the ball well that game.
Great, good for him. Good. That's more of a knock on them too. Nebraska's defense.
All his big plays in that game was with his leg.
Todd McShay had me sold on this until he said, "Go ahead and bid a first-round pick during the supplemental draft." Because I mean, it's been a while since the supplemental draft. If people don't know. You lose your pick for the next draft.
Yeah,
the Browns could be picking in the top 5 in this supposed talent-rich draft. Are you saying they're not?
The Browns is going 9 to. They either going 9 and 8 or 10 and 7.
Okay, whatever. All right.
Okay, fine.
Top 5, top 10, top 15, whatever. I'm not giving that up for. Well, some guy that he's currently ineligible for gambling.
Let me just say this:
second-round pick for sure.
Yeah, that's something I would consider.
I would give up if the right guy was entering the supplemental draft. I would give up a first-round pick this year because if you do, to his point, if you get the right guy, your first-round pick might be 20th, 23rd, 20. So what does it matter? Like,
but the Browns aren't doing that,
right? What I'm
yes,
no. Listen. I'm not saying the Browns are doing that now. I'm saying if you find Pat Mahomes in the supplemental draft, if you find Josh Allen, it's totally worth it because, one, you're probably going to be better this year with that guy, and then you're not worried about it because you found your guy. I don't think Brendan Sorsby is that guy. I just don't. I don't think there's enough out there to say for sure he is.
You know what?
When you've got all these other quarterbacks that are sitting there next year that are all going to be guys who played for some of them 3 or 4 full seasons of college football, all the tapes there, everything's out there. Like, he even said in this clip, he said, I trust Arch Manning more because I believe in what he does, but I think Brendan Sorsby may slightly have more upside because of his potential. And I just
there
think
any quarterback that you do trust? Because there's not been one since in the almost year that I've worked with you, there has not been one quarterback that you was like.
Did I say Fernando Mendoza was like not good?
Oh, you believe in Fernando Mendoza?
Fernando Mendoza is going to be a good quarterback.
Okay.
Again, do I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer? That I don't know. But I think he was worth the first round pick. I absolutely think he was the best quarterback in this very limited class. I agree with that. But no, Arch has his flaws, certainly. There's questions about, we saw part of it last year where he looked terrible. Then he got better as the season went. We'll see what he does next year. We'll see what Julian Sayin does, right? He's got some room to improve, clearly, but
who's favored to win the Heisman this year?
Oh, I forget off the top of my head.
It opened up, it was CJ Carr.
Was it really? Interesting.
I don't know if that's the case now.
Yeah.
I thought it was Archibald.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. By the way, speaking of Julian Sayin, he was talking with your old coach, Tyvis. You'll hear what those two talked about next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still watching 2 incidents for you as you're heading downtown. The first one's going to be a crash 71 northbound passing 670 over by Fort Hayes Park. That right shoulder is still blocked, folks. Not as bad, though, when it comes to slowdowns in traffic. We also have not too far away a disabled vehicle 670 eastbound passing 71 as you're heading towards places like 670 at 5th Avenue. That left shoulder is blocked out there. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Are you ready to tackle those home projects? With a home equity loan from CME Federal Credit Union, you get an introductory 3.99% APR for 12 months to make those upgrades happen. From patios to paint jobs, your home's next chapter starts at CME. Visit CMEFCU.org.
We all know moms work hard, and Menards makes it easy to shop for perfect Mother's Day gifts that will show her how much you care. We've got great gifts for mom. Spend more time outdoors with our impressive selection of patio furniture, whether relaxing in style or adding color and beauty to a backyard space. Trust Menards to help you make this Mother's Day just as special as she is. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Spring is here. Now's the time to get your air conditioner ready with a $49 AC tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. An AC tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Proudly serving Columbus homeowners for 90 years and counting. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain Heating and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage, The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We continue to get suggestions for the best sports commercials of all time. You can submit yours at Bone and Tyvis 971 or in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. Chris from Columbus said top sports commercials, the Visa commercials with Manning and Brett Favre, State Farm with Aaron Rodgers, Discount Double Check. That was one that at least stuck in your mind.
Discount Double Check.
Yeah. The Under Armour commercials, We Must Protect This House. Those ones are all good.
One that I heard about, but I don't think I never seen it, was Mean Joe Green commercial.
You've never seen the Mean Joe Green commercial?
You should look that one up. It's the one where the kid gives him a Coke,
Yes.
right? And then he gives the kid his jersey.
Correct.
Yeah, that one's iconic. And we had a few other people suggest this, and I guess we could have really gone back in the history of it too. Like when I was a kid, I mean, the two commercials that dominated the culture, the landscape, everything were Be Like Mike, the song, literally, if I could be like Mike,
Yes.
I want to be like Mike. Like that was all over the place. And then the Bo Knows commercials, which, I mean, Bo Bishop literally uses that ad campaign with his face on the Bo Jackson, one of those posters.
Bo Knows football.
Bo Knows was everywhere.
Bo Knows track.
Yeah.
Bo Knows tennis.
You know the other ones that were big, and I don't know if you guys would remember these or if you've come across them. Do you know the Dan or Dave commercials?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Dan Orlovsky. No, it was not. I promise you.
What is
before
this
his
like
time.
Chris Paul and Cliff Paul?
You know, it's sad.
Ooh, I forgot about those.
I can't remember the names of the two guys, but they were. It was for the Olympics. It was two guys who were competing for the U.S. and I want to say the decathlon, and whatever the case was, like it was which one of them could do stuff better. It was kind of along the Bo Knows kind of line of things where these guys could do everything. But if I remember correctly, one of the guys like failed to qualify for the final event in the Olympics. And it was kind of a bummer for Nike because they had them both set up to be like, oh, is it Dan or Dave? Who are you rooting for? And one of them didn't even make it. So that one, yeah, that's another one that's a little more, I don't want to say it's obscure. It was big at the time, but as you can tell, I can't even remember the details of it.
We haven't even brought up like any of the Jordan Gatorade commercials, like the ones that initially like they're in black and white, but he's sweating in whatever Gatorade color he drank.
Yeah, that's true.
Jordan had some great commercials. If he could have just locked in on his basketball career instead of acting, he might be the GOAT. But unfortunately, he lost focus.
I like what you're doing.
Acting
I
in
like what you're
baseball.
doing. By the way, a little ammo for you next time you have these discussions. I would like to have at some point the discussion of if LeBron had Scottie Pippen on every team he ever played on that was making the playoffs, how many more rings would LeBron have? I'll leave you with that thought, but enough of that. This is from Julian Sayin. He was on the Triple Option podcast. Is that what it's called? Is that
Triple Option.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, got it
Yes.
right. That is with Urban Meyer, obviously. Rob Stone also. And who is the
Mark
third?
Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
The second.
That's right. Yes, so those are all three guys who do the, Fox coverage for college football. This is Julian Sayin talking with Urban, and this is a discussion specifically about the fact that Julian Sayin is someone who likes to surf when he goes back to his native California.
You've already been in the Pacific, right, since you got home, Julian?
Oh, yeah, that's like first day. Got to get back in. It's good for the soul, so. Healing.
And did you get on the surfboard too?
I didn't. The waves haven't been great so far, but they should be picking up maybe this week, next week. So just should be ready to go.
You gonna get out there and shred them or what? Coach has no idea what you're talking about.
No. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. If I was the head coach, I'd say, get your ass out of the water, Julian. You're not allowed to do that. I'm just kidding you.
Why you hating on my boy, man? It's summer vacation.
I love
that
guy.
boy.
He's
Just weathered the Columbus winters, and he's out here in sunny Southern Cali shredding waves. You want to hate on my dog, man?
Yeah, see, there you go. Don't want to hate on Julian Sayin for that. Do we have a problem with him surfing in the offseason? I don't care. Stay healthy. Don't get hurt.
Nowadays, these kids do whatever they want. It's different. It's a different day and age.
I hope he has an insurance policy out.
I'm guessing he does.
Can you get like really that badly injured from surfing like that?
Yes.
Tyvis, people have died surfing. What are you talking about?
I understand that aspect.
Well, you can get, if you get if you get slammed up against the rocks, maybe you don't die, but you could you could break a leg or something.
I feel like he ain't going like hard. Like he seems like he's a mild surfer. Like it's not like if I was learning to surf and I would go out to the biggest waves, I wouldn't do that.
Well, he just said the waves aren't very good right now. He's waiting for the better waves to go out there. He wants the bigger waves to get out on because he's not a novice. He's done this before. He knows what he's doing.
I feel like he's gonna do it it's like playing basketball. Like I'm gonna play 70%. I'm not gonna go 100%.
Well, the waves go whatever percentage they're going. Is what I'm saying. Like he can be like, I'm only going.
Don't ride those.
Hopefully, you're right. I would hope he knows which ones to do and which ones not. That's fair. This is also Julian Sayin talking about. He was asked if he got any NIL offers like Jeremiah Smith got to leave Ohio State this offseason.
I think everybody knew I was coming back to school. I'm coming back.
Yeah, but there wasn't nobody like, hey, Julian, we need you and we gotta have you and we want you.
They weren't calling me personally, so maybe they were calling other people, but they weren't calling me personally. So everybody knew I was a Buckeye.
Julian Sayin was asked about if he felt like when they played in the Michigan game, was there a little bit of, extra nerves for that game when he rolled out first time as a starter in that game?
I think we had the team had a kind of a great mindset going into it. We weren't really feeling a ton of pressure. We know how much it means to, the state of Ohio and to our fan base. But, walking in that stadium, it was a ton of fun, and we had, a bunch of juice, and, obviously off the bat, it had through the interception. And then after that, I felt like we were just, in control.
I mean, that's good to hear that even the interception didn't really rattle him.
Yeah, I told you, I was down on the sideline for that. So none of them, when they threw the turnover, like none of them blinked out. They was like, fine. And it was like, oh, that was a calming feeling. I was like, oh, yeah, ain't nobody's rattled. Nobody's up in arms about it. I was like, oh, yeah, they locked in.
Going back to the NIL thing, though, and I didn't know this was the case until I was listening to Bishop and Friends. I think it was last week or the week before. There's a small section of this stupid fan base that's like, oh, I'm done with Julian Sayin. And I think that they're saying like that small portion of the fan base is probably like, oh, he didn't get any NIL offers because he isn't any good. I'd rather see Tavian St. Clair.
Okay.
I didn't even know those people existed. And then in their chat on their show, there's people in the Bishop and Friends chat saying like, oh, yeah, Julian Sayin, not that good of a quarterback. Sometimes I hate this fan base.
Well, wait, can we just let's pause there though? Like, no, hang on. Like,
Bone is one of them.
Oh, no. I'm not one of them. God, I think sometimes this fan base can be dumb because it's either like, hey, I'm a ride or die, and if you say anything negative about anyone, then you hate everyone. And it's like, no, we're allowed to criticize college athletes who aren't fully developed products. We can all acknowledge Julian Sayin has some development left to go. Right, Dylan? You would acknowledge that. It's not like he's a finished product. Would you say that?
I just think it's crazy that there's people out there that think that a Heisman finalist...
That wasn't my question.
Not you. Stink.
Okay. Diego Pavia.
Bring in this guy that's played zero meaningful snaps of college football because Julian Sayin is that trash in some people's minds.
Right.
So people want Tavian to be the starter? Is that what you
What other option is there?
No, I don't think that's where they at. I think you're going a little overboard. I think that people understand that Julian's a good quarterback, and he's going to be good for this upcoming season, and he might potentially leave. And they want to, when you go to like Ball State, like you want to see the other guy get in there. It's like when you know the guy's going to be good, he's going to probably do some really good things, but you also want to make sure that if something happens, that next guy is good to go, because quarterback play around Ohio State has been good. I think outside of the Kyle McCord year, which statistically ain't even that bad, like the quarterback play has always been good.
Yeah.
I just think there's maybe the benching thing is too much, but I think there's more people out there than we think that Julian Sayin is not the quarterback to lead Ohio State to where they want to go.
All right. I don't think so, but we'll unpack that a little bit more next. Also, we'll hit the huddle that we didn't hit yesterday. We'll hit that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing some slowdowns as expected this time around as you're stepping out the door. The first part's going to be 70 in that eastbound direction at Mount Street as you are heading downtown. Also, speaking of downtown, a little bit slower, 71 in that northbound direction over by Greenlawn on the south side of the city. Also, still watching our friends in Canal Winchester. If you're taking 33 in that westbound direction right now, about a 5-minute commute it will take you between Gender Road and 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Anthony Schlegel here, and I'll be straight with you. Working with Newman Roofing, it was easy. That's not something you say about home projects very often. No high-pressure sales, no nonsense, just an honest opinion and a fair estimate on what actually needs to get done. They're not trying to sell you something you don't need. They take their time, walk you through what's going on with your home, and give you real options that fit you. Everything's laid out up front, so when project day hits, there are no surprises. Crew shows up, attack and dominates, get it done on time. And knowing the Newman family is involved in every part of the business, that matters. You can feel they actually care about the work and the people they serve. That's why I recommend Newman Roofing. If your roof needs repair or replacement, call 614-NEW-ROOF for a free estimate or go to newmanroofing.com.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and springs guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Not all dental practices are the same.
Most do a little bit of everything.
Primarily maintenance and teeth cleanings.
But where do you go when you need serious restoration? Who can give you a brand new smile that's comfortable?
At Runyon Dental Group, we are trained experts in restorative dentistry.
Restoration is all we do.
We can give you a gorgeous, new, comfortable, healthy smile.
No matter what the condition of your teeth.
Even if you have no teeth, and we can do it comfortably.
Runyon Dental Group.
Hey Central Ohio, Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and we buy houses for cash. If you've got a house you need to sell, this is your season. Inherited, behind on payments, just over it? Whatever brought you here, we can help. We buy as is, we cover all closing costs, and there are zero commissions, period. Just a fair cash offer and you choose your closing date. People are making moves right now, and we make it simple to be one of them. One call is all it takes. We'll get you a fair cash offer, fast, no pressure, no obligation. Hundreds of your neighbors have already sold the easy way, and we've got 5-star reviews and BBB A+ rating to back it up. Take what you want, leave what you don't. We're based right here in Columbus, and we're ready when you are. Call us at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355 or visit sell2hometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, family owned. Call 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leave with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians were able to get back in the win column after a 3-1 victory in Kansas City last night. The win snapped a 3-game skid for the Guards. They'll try to get the split of the 4-game series versus the Royals this afternoon. The Cincinnati Reds, on the other hand, continued their slide after losing to the Cubs 7-6. The Redlegs are now losers of 6 straight and will try to avoid the sweep in Chicago this afternoon, with first pitch scheduled for 2:20 over on the Fan 2. And in the NBA playoffs, the Cavs will try to avoid going down 2-0 when they face the Pistons in Detroit. LeBron and the Lakers will try to do the same in their Game 2 against the defending champions in OKC. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reach your health and weight goals with Reclaim by Awaken 180, a 10-week medication-free plan. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
So discombobulated looking at the chat. we've gone like to so many different random debates in the chat, but the one that's Dylan wanted to bring up was the fact that there are some Buckeye fans who have pointed out some flaws in Julian Sayin's game and who have mentioned that, like, I mean, he's a good player. I think he's the best option at quarterback for Ohio State. Can we all agree on that? I think we should.
The three of us can.
Okay, right. And there are some people out there who want to see Tavian St. Clair. I'm not with you because Tavian St. Clair, as much as I think he has all the raw talent, I'm more with let's have the guy who has the experience, who has shown that he can do a pretty good job here. Let's have that guy go out and see if he can't improve a bit on what he did last year. But I do think sometimes the Ohio State fan base has gotten to a point, and it's not just Ohio State, it's almost all sports discussion now has become, if you point out a flaw in someone's game, you're a hater, you're a doubter, you're not with them, you're not a ride or die. And if you are someone who's like, no, I think that guy's pretty good, now you have to go in with the people who are like, I never say a negative word about that person ever. And I don't know why, like, the vast majority of everybody that's in sports have pluses and minuses to their game. You know what I mean? Like, we can literally do that with almost any player ever and say this guy has some good spots, some bad spots. All-time greats, you can point out the flaws in their game. Some great player. We were just talking about Dwayne Wade in the break, how he's an all-time great player.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say Dwayne Wade was the greatest defender I've ever seen, but he was a tremendous offensive player. Very good defender. Not like his strength, though.
Some people will put Dwayne Wade as top 3 shooting guards of all time.
I'm just saying if we can have that discussion about someone who is as, like, you know, no doubt Hall of Famer like Dwayne Wade, I think we can have that discussion about Julian Sayin at quarterback, can we not? And say that he's got to continue to improve because we saw games last year when Carnell Tate wasn't on the field, Jeremiah Smith wasn't on the field, he suddenly looked very average. And that's not because, he lost his top 2 receivers. He lost 2 guys who were no doubt top 5 NFL number 1 wide receivers, despite what some of the media want to say. Like, I mean, Carnell Tate's going to be a number 1 guy in the NFL, I believe. We know Jeremiah Smith's going to be a number 1 guy in the league. Julian Sayin looked human when he didn't have those 2 guys on the field. Most quarterbacks in college football don't have 2 number 1 NFL wide receivers on their team. So my point is, can he be that guy who looked as good when those guys were on the field when you don't have that talent on the field? Now, fortunately for him, he has Chris Henry Jr. coming in this year. He's got some other talented receivers there.
Still, I mean, JJ's still there, so.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is obviously there. We know that. No, I'm just pointing out that, like, we do need to see him improve a little bit, right? I don't think he's like a finished product by any stretch of the imagination.
I think that the few areas is that they wanted to see him be more mobile, which that's something he can improve on. They want to see him be able to stay calm with pressure in his face. Because I think you watch Indiana, Miami, that kind of got him a little skittish a little bit, got a little happy feet, missed some throws, missed some reads. And you want to see him take the leadership role because if you look at that offense, who would you say is the leader, like the vocal leader?
Yeah, and that hasn't been.
Really
everyone said he's kind of more of a quiet lead by example guy, but you know, given you had Will Howard here when they won a national championship the last time out, that was more of a vocal leadership guy. And I could see the desire for improvement in all of those areas. But does that mean we think he's a bad quarterback? No. But Dylan, I think you're saying that there are people who want Tavian St. Clair to start over Julian Sayin, and I'm not there.
Or at the very least want to give Julian a very short leash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would go there either. Like, I think he's earned the right to, again, barring injury, be the starting quarterback all year. But yeah, if he goes out and throws 5 picks for 3 straight games, then yeah, at some point you have to make a decision. But I don't think that's likely, is what I'm saying. I feel like this is a little bit of, we're bored in the offseason and we need something to talk about. And we're starting to like overthink this is where I'm more at with that. So, all right. Should we skip the segment 2 days in a row or should we actually try to do it this time?
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
Sponsored by Advent. Go to adventknows.com because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
All right, Dylan, Huddle question number 1, please.
All right, so Tyvis's least favorite teammate of all time, Russell Wilson, is contemplating whether he wants to play for the Jets or retire and go in TV. If he retired today, would you make Russell Wilson a Pro Football Hall of Famer?
Me? No. No, I would not.
Man, I got to Is that just because you hate his guts? Or what is
clearly.
I don't think he is.
I got to remember, because again,
I know they give you some of his accolades.
There was never a time where I said Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the league.
He has 45,000 passing yards, which is good enough for 17th of all time. He's 12th all time in touchdowns, 5th best in passer rating, and he's only one of 7 quarterbacks with 10 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl win. And then obviously he's the quarterback of one of the most known teams of all time, even though they're more known for their defense, and arguably should have 2 Super Bowl rings.
Why don't they have a second one?
I think you can put that one. Can you not put that as much on the play call as you can on the throw at the very least?
I just asked a question.
No, I'm asking you the question.
Typically, you don't answer questions with questions.
He threw an interception on the goal line when they could have ran it in. That's why.
Tyvis, you know what? Jesus used to answer questions with questions. I think it's good enough for him. It's good enough for me.
Are you comparing yourself to Jesus?
No.
Like you just did.
I'm comparing myself to Tavian St. Clair. It's actually who I'm comparing myself to. No, I'm with you that I struggle with Russell Wilson as a Hall of Famer, though. I mean, I doesn't have the MVP, doesn't have any of that level, right, of play where he was noted as the best quarterback. But again, quarterback is a tough position to play, and to say, there's only, the best one, there's only one. You can have, at wide receiver, you could be a top 3 wide receiver, and that makes you one of the best in the league, where there are, if you were looking at a all-pro team, what do they have, 2 wide receivers, or they do 3 now? You often have,
Yeah, they usually, no, do they do 3?
I'm just saying, you can have 2 corners be on the field at the same time. Both those guys can be all-time greats. So it's a little murky with quarterback there. But, yeah, I think for me right now, I'd have to leave him off. Just the way his career ended was not – he was on his way. I don't think he finished – I don't think he landed the plane, to use it that way. Huddle question number 2.
So we talked about this a little earlier. Todd McShay thinks the Browns should use a first-round pick to draft Brendan Sorsby if there was a supplemental draft this year. You two are Browns fans. Would you want to see the Browns do that, or maybe a later pick in the draft?
Not a first. If you talk me on the second, I can get behind the second.
I don't believe Brendan Sorsby is ready for the NFL. I don't care about his physical measurables. I think he will go more like Anthony Richardson than he will go like Josh Allen. I'll put it that way. And I think the Browns, as it is, the whole problem with them has been, we don't have a plan at quarterback. Let's adjust on the fly constantly. Let's make it up as we go. Let's draft 2 quarterbacks and hope one of them works out. That hasn't caused any drama. For once, just stick with your quarterback room this year. If there's really no answers there, and I don't believe there probably are, but let's find out for sure. Let's not try to throw another Hail Mary on this. And then if it really is that bad next year, then go out and draft a quarterback or make a move in the offseason to go get a quarterback who's done it.
Let me ask you this. The supplemental draft is usually in June, correct?
June to maybe July, they're saying, is where
With
this would be.
that being said, that means all of OTAs will be done and potentially mandatory mini camp is done. So that means you've seen roughly a month and a half of the quarterbacks on your roster under your new system. If it looks bad, would you not entertain the Sorsby? If you was Todd Monken and you was like, yeah, these all 4 of these guys ain't it, would you say to yourself, let me go get a quarterback in a supplemental draft, or would you just ride it out with these 4 quarterbacks for the season?
If I was Todd Monken, I'm probably thinking, I want the most veteran quarterback. I'm going out and signing someone who I believe could take in an NFL offense, quickly process it and learn it. And
Russell Wilson?
If he's available. I'm saying between that or a project quarterback who will have no NFL experience, thought he was going to play college football this year. We didn't do any of the draft evaluations you normally do on a guy. Even if you try to do that homework now, it's going to be very murky.
By the way,
he has a giant gambling scandal that will follow him to the NFL. That all seems like a no for me if I'm the Browns.
The Browns front office, they scout quarterbacks 2 years in advance. So they got
good for them.
Tape on him.
Well, good. I hope they watched it and saw what he did against Nebraska and some of these other schools that actually play defense. And I'm using that term loosely with Nebraska. I just don't think the dude's NFL ready. Now, if he goes and gets to play another year in college and proves me wrong this year, you can improve. I'm not writing him off forever and saying he can't play. I'm saying he has to show me something in college more than just I can run the football.
I was a fan of his at Indiana. They quarterback got hurt when he was at Indiana. He ended up starting, and they ended up they looked better than what they did. So I actually was a fan of his back then.
Well, he was a fan of gambling on Indiana when he was on the team. So
he also, for what it's worth, he has both the Ohio and Indiana gaming commissions now investigating his records and like looking back at all his bets to see if there's anything else that they could. So it's not over for him. There's a lot of potential issues there as well. Some problems for one of Deion Sanders' sons. No, not that one. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning to you. About a 20-minute commute and delay for friends over on the west side, just north of West Jefferson. We are seeing a crash right now, 70 eastbound passing 142. That left lane is blocked, but about 9 miles per hour for your speeds. We don't like to see the backups, especially pretty early on this Thursday. So here's that workaround. 70 eastbound getting off and taking State Route 29 southbound instead, and essentially taking 40 all the way towards Hilliard Rome Road. That will get you back eastbound on 70. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Thousands of students every year choose Columbus State Community College, earning degrees that open doors to in-demand jobs, stable careers, and real earning power. Columbus State is making Central Ohio stronger. Apply today at cscc.edu.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop. If you want to upgrade your summer road trip, you got to see my friends at RCD RV. Their open house sale going on May 2nd through the 9th includes free maintenance seminars, financing incentives, accessory discounts, and more. Plus, shop over 850 RVs from all the top brands. Need more? Buy any in-stock camper and get a $1,000 RCD gift card, or go motorhome and grab $1,500. The RCD RV open house sale, May 2nd through the 9th. Don't miss it. Visit rcdrv.com and start planning your adventure now.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs. Nice.
Play Aces and Eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit telhio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And are you tired of windows so drafty that your curtains blow in the wind even after you shut your windows?
Sounds like a problem, Wilson.
It's why at the other window place, we now offer curtain tie-downs.
Wouldn't just great non-drafty windows be the answer?
And tank the entire curtain tie-down market?
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Hi, I'm Cherie Sample Hughes, Women in Government Board Chair. Alzheimer's disease often starts subtly with a memory slip, lost word, or forgotten appointment. For patients experiencing memory and thinking issues, there are FDA-cleared blood biomarker tests that can help detect the buildup of proteins in the brain that can lead to the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. That's why early detection and diagnosis are so important. Sharing details about your memory and thinking issues with your doctor can help determine if testing is right for you. Find more at womeningovernment.org.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
After a chilly start for us today, daytime highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s to low 60s with increasing clouds throughout the day and winds picking up. For tonight, clouds overnight develop as lows get into the 40s. And then for Friday, we do have a slight chance of showers, otherwise mostly cloudy and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right. You know me, Tyvis, big gym guy. Love to go to the gym. Love to work out. Get my workout in every morning. Maybe you're like me. You get to the gym every single morning and you struggle maybe with motivation. Tyvis, you know about struggling with motivation. You know about skipping gym days. I wouldn't know about that, but you know about that, right? Anyway, today, whether you are heading out to the gym to do a workout or maybe you just need a little extra motivation, let me throw this name to you to Google and find out more. Rachel Entrekin, I believe is how you say her last name, Entrekin. This is sports related, don't worry. Rachel Entrekin made ultramarathon history yesterday. Ultramarathons are running events that are more than 26.2 miles, okay? This race was slightly more than 26.2 miles. It's the Cocodona 250, which means it is 250 miles of running, walking, hiking, whatever you do to finish this thing. It's not a straight run, obviously, because humans can't run for like 70 hours straight.
What was the name of this again?
Cocodona, Cocodona, Cocodona 250.
If you would have said, what's the Cocodona 250, I would have guessed a NASCAR race.
Absolutely right. It does sound like that. I agree with that 100%. That sounds like the race they'd have on Saturday
right.
Before like the one that's like the Talladega 500 or something on Sunday. Right. So the Cocodona 250. This is a race that takes place in Arizona. And it goes from just north of Phoenix up to Flagstaff. That's how far they run, okay?
Did it say she ran this in 13 hours?
No, not 13 hours. Her name is Rachel Entrekin. She crossed the finish line of the Cocodona 250 yesterday in Flagstaff, not as the top women's finisher, as the top finisher, period. She won the whole thing. All the men, all the women, she finished first overall. She finished a 250-mile race on her feet with, you stop and you eat and you maybe take a little nap here or there. She finished this thing in 56 hours, 9 minutes, and 48 seconds. Her previous best.
6 hours.
So
2.5, almost 2.5 days.
Crazy, right? I mean, last year she did this same event.
And she just napped.
She said that she slept for 3 separate times on the course. She slept for 5 minutes one time, 7 minutes the second time, and 7 minutes the third time, all in the dirt, just out there with a little alarm so she wouldn't stay asleep too long or get, eaten by wolves or whatever can happen out there. Now, if you think, a woman probably won this race. Like, if you're someone who thinks that's maybe this course was easy or something, no. This is one of the toughest courses out there. Some of the top male ultramarathoners also did this race. They couldn't beat her. There have been instances where women have won ultramarathons before. This is not new, but this is the first time a woman has won this event. Beat everyone in the event. How grueling is this Cocodona 250? I don't say this lightly. Someone yesterday, after she won, it was announced that someone on the course had suffered a medical emergency and sadly died. They're still going with the race. There are still people running this thing. There are still people out there trying to finish it. Someone actually died during this event. That's how tough this event is. So not only did she win it, she survived it. So
Rachel's going to sleep for about 56 hours.
Yeah, that's right. They said that she had a team of 6 people who were out there on the course, every time they had to stop, where they could give her food and water and help her change her shoes if she needed to. But yeah, she is a beast. And my buddy who runs ultramarathons, his coach who got him through the Leadville 100, which is its own grueling event.
Didn't he have his son run the last?
His son ran with him the last part of it. It was a very cool thing. But Josh was telling me his coach for that event is also Rachel and Trekkin's coach. So does
this coach do marathons?
Oh yeah, she runs them too. But she's like, if you're the coach, you get paid to tell other people how it's. Which I always love the idea of being an ultra marathon coach. I know there's more that goes into it. There's food, there's rest, there's knowing your body, all this stuff. But it's the Jim Gaffigan line about bowling coaches where it's like, son, this time I want you to knock down all the pins. I don't know what I want you this time, run all the way to the finish line. That's what I view a running coach as, but I know there's more to it than that. Clearly there is, but shout out to Rachel and Trekkin for winning this race. Pretty incredible stuff there. So some bad stuff for Deion Sanders. We'll stay out west because the former Colorado football standout, Shiloh Sanders, filed a series of requests in court that are seeking to limit the damage that can be done in the case that caused him to file bankruptcy. Are you aware of this case at all?
I am not.
This one's kind of weird. So you might remember that back in 2023, he had to file bankruptcy because when he was a minor in high school, there was someone who worked at the school where he went who claimed that he was assaulted by Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh Sanders apparently was asked by this employee of the school to give up his cell phone. He declined. Then this person, it goes into he said, where the employee says, I tried to get his phone from him and he became violent and assaulted me and I want damages for that. Shiloh Sanders says, I only became violent as a result of self-defense. This man was trying to harm me. This went to court, and the ruling of the judge at the time was the school employee was right. You owe him damages because you injured him in this altercation to the tune of $11.6 million that Shiloh Sanders would owe this guy. Now, we know Shiloh Sanders' family has plenty of money. Deion, you would presume, is doing very well for himself, currently as the head coach of Colorado and with all of his other career earnings. However, this is not a judgment towards him. The family was actually excluded from this judgment. It was only on Shiloh Sanders. So Shiloh Sanders, I'm sure at the behest of his lawyers, pulled the legal maneuver to say, okay, cool, I'm bankrupt because I can't afford $11.6 million. I don't have the type of income. I'm a college student.
Correct.
So now the guy who won the judgment, the security guard or the person who worked at the school, is taking that bankruptcy ruling to court and saying he can't do that. I still need my $11.6 million.
How you going to get it?
Well, that's what they're arguing about now in court.
And he's unemployed. It's not like he plays in the NFL.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Tell Cardale to get on the plane.
Yeah, right.
He'll be playing for free for years if that's the case.
Yeah,
I don't think that they making millions in the UFL.
Anyway, the latest on this is that the judge in the bank in this case of trying to determine if Shiloh Sanders should have to pay this money or not, his lawyers are saying, don't look at any of his other disciplinary records from previous time in school. Just focus on this situation. So that's what they're trying to get barred in court. Anyway, just a messy situation there for him.
He ain't got 11.6, so good luck.
I know, but it's so I can.
If I was him, I'd tell him how many years I need to go sit down for, because that's the only way we gonna get out of this.
No, but you understand that, like, and I know Deion Sanders isn't as rich as this guy, but like, if Jeff Bezos had a kid and that kid, like, you know, wrecked your car, and then you called and said, "Hey, you caused me to have a car accident. You need to pay for this," and then it's like, "Oh, sorry, my son doesn't have any income." It's like, you're Jeff Bezos' kid. Yes, he does. Like, well, he doesn't have income, but he has money. It's your money. You could. What are we doing here? Like, I understand where the security guard is like, Deion Sanders has money. The Sanders family has money. Shiloh has access to money.
No,
I know it doesn't legally.
They said that it had nothing to do with the Sanders family.
They did.
So good luck.
I know.
If he better tell Shiloh go sit down for a good 5. He go do you a nickel. I'll see you in 5 years.
Does Shiloh? I don't know the answer. Does he do any of the like streaming? I know his brother. I know like Shador has done streaming
Sanders
stuff.
Jr. is like the camera guy, right?
I think. So I'm saying I don't know if Shiloh gets in on all that. If he does,
he
then he would have some income, right? I mean, you would think you make some money off of all that YouTube stuff they do.
Well, kibbles and bits. It ain't 11.6. I'll tell you that.
It probably isn't to that point.
He gonna have to do a link in the bio.
I was gonna say he's gonna need his brother to be the cameraman for something else if he wants to pay
drop
this.
a link in the bio. Yeah, do that.
Do some videos with our girl.
I don't know if he has to do videos with her. I'm saying he could go down the pathway of being a porn star. I guess he could try that if he wants. Either way. Yeah, so that's not good news for Shiloh Sanders there at all. All right, should the NFL do load management? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading north on 71, just passing downtown, a heads up, we are seeing a crash 71 northbound at Hudson Street, just by Linden. That right lane is currently blocked, 25 miles per hour for your slowdowns, and those backups, that traffic extending now to 71 and 670. Also, speaking of that area, we do have a disabled vehicle. We're still watching for you on 670 eastbound beyond 71. That left shoulder is blocked as you're heading towards places like the airport and that 270 and 670 split. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Go ahead, Tyvis. Were you going to say something?
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Kodak Black has been arrested. Do you know who Kodak Black is?
I feel like there was a song that was popular.
Oh, yeah.
Did Cardi B do a song?
That's Bodak Yellow.
You know what? I give him half a point for that, though.
No, I feel like, hold on. All right, so I was wrong there. But I feel like there was definitely a song that Kodak Black was on that maybe was popular, but I don't remember what song it was.
He had a bunch of them.
No, like where he was a guest. Am I wrong on that?
He had a bunch of them.
Can you name any of them that I might know?
I don't know what you know.
Can you name like his most popular song?
They're dumb as mixtape songs.
Okay. So no, I guess I don't know.
Do you know No Flockin'?
If he know No Flockin', listen, he would have got 1,000 thug points today if he knew No Flockin'. I'm gonna be honest.
I have no idea what No Flockin' is. I have no idea.
Let me Google his mainstream songs that you made.
Why do you ask me like, yo, you wouldn't know him, but then
because
you don't know any of his songs?
I know him from the mixtape. Like he had.
Okay.
Do you know Super Gremlin?
No.
Or do you
That's
know
one of my favorites.
Wake Up in the Sky? That Bruno Mars and Gucci Mane on it?
Maybe if I heard it. No, but I don't recognize these by titles.
What about ZZ? Is that Z?
ZZ Top?
Is that Z?
Sharp Dressed Man?
ZZ with Travis Scott.
No, okay.
Don't worry about it.
I did hear. The only thing Travis Scott, I know he did an album. Didn't he do a whole album where he had people featured and he just played the drums? I did listen to that album and I didn't mind it.
Travis Scott did that?
No. No, never mind. Thinking of Travis Barker.
I was about to say, what's wrong with you?
That's right. Travis Scott is different than Travis Barker. I did this with Kevin Durant and Kevin Garnett today.
We gotta get you out more.
Yeah, you do.
How about Transport?
Did you listen to John?
No, I tried to play it. Dylan sent a link and I couldn't get it to play. So I got to listen. Who is it that did John?
Lil Wayne and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Okay. Every song has 19 people that did the song. That's good. I need to learn how to.
It's predominantly Lil Wayne song.
Okay. I'll look it up and listen to it.
Do you remember when the 49ers used to come out with the big boombox all the time?
No.
Like Deebo Samuel used to carry it, and then they started giving it to big offensive linemen.
I ignore the pregame stuff because I don't care. Like the pregame stuff is nothing for me.
They would play Super Gremlin.
Okay, good to know. Maybe if I heard it. This was like, what was the song that you guys told me everybody plays to come out to? Or
Mo
Bamba. And
you didn't even know it existed.
He knew it. He just didn't know the name.
Once I heard it, I was like, oh, I have heard this played, but I didn't know. I just thought it was like a random hype song. I didn't know there was this is the biggest hit song in the world. I had no idea. All right, so what about who was it?
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
He was arrested in Florida for drug trafficking.
Oh, that seems significant.
Well, he got pardoned by Trump before, so.
Oh, maybe, okay.
Maybe
that'll happen again.
Yeah.
For him? Does that just what happens when you've been pardoned and you get arrested again?
I don't know.
Do you just go no, you don't understand. I have this get out of jail, literal get out of jail free card, like in Monopoly, and I just cash that in.
When you get an arrest, you say, "Hold on, y'all making a mistake. Me and Donald is boys."
Oh, so you pull it. So he should have pulled a Tiger Woods.
Yes,
where he got in, he flipped his car, and he's like, "Hold on, I was on the phone with the president." I don't know if you know that.
That's my guy.
That didn't work out for him though. They were like, "I don't care who you're on the phone with."
It depends on what they believe in. They probably was like, "We gonna really do it."
They were just like, "I don't know who you were on the phone with, but you are high as a kite, my friend. So we are gonna move along with that." All right. So anything else for that story, or should we move?
That was it. That was it. I just seen the breaking news.
Okay. Good to know. I saw that.
He's doing bad.
It does. Well, but then he's got friends in high places. Maybe he'll get out of it.
We'll see.
But Trump's a little distracted with the Strait of Hormuz right now. But once we get, I just like saying the word Hormuz. I don't know why. It brings me joy to say Hormuz. Maybe that's different.
Yes, that's why the ranch had roosters taste different.
That's right. Yes, because the Strait of Hormuz. Different than a hormone, just in case you're wondering. That's a whole nother thing. Florio says that there will be possibly an 18-game season. Mike Florio, who is annoying and oftentimes extrapolates from a theory to maybe this will happen to this could possibly happen to why hasn't this happened? He was talking yesterday on his podcast about how maybe the NFL, and he's told that the NFL has a strategy to get an 18-game season, and it might involve telling the players they don't have to play in all 18 games.
There is some whisper possibility out there that when it's presented to the players, it will be presented like this. 18-game season, but every player has a maximum number of appearances of 17.
Okay.
That is just dumb.
Does that even sound like a thing? As much as I understand, the players would probably say, and rightfully so, we don't want to play more games. This game is violent. 17 is more than enough on our bodies. 18 is too far.
It's funny.
I don't think the players would also say, but you know what? We'd be up for sitting out a game when our team might need us because we have to. That essentially feels like load management, which has worked out so well for the NBA.
The NFL is trying to play both sides of the fence. The game is so protected. We must protect these players. It's such a violent game. let's give them more. Let's give them more violent games. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I get it from the almighty dollar standpoint. And I told you, the only way that I think that they can pull this off is if they just go 18 games, but it's only 2 preseason games. So they'll say, y'all was going to play 3 preseason games. I know it's going to be half a game anyways, but hey, now you don't have to do that. It's only 2. That stinks for people that's undrafted and that's fighting for roster spots, but you only get 2 shots. And, oh, by the way, I need you to be ready to play for the season. So that means that those 3s and 4s that's fighting for roster spots probably won't get any game chances, any game film to really show what they can do. So now that has to come through the form of practice. But then you got guys who don't practice well, but really is gamers. So, like, it just messes up a lot of things for these smaller guys.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, because at the end of the day, it's about making money. And an 18th game is going to bring money, especially if that 18th game is international.
Yeah. You know that's where they're going to take it.
Because 100%.
They've essentially, the NFL has admitted, they have maxed out the amount of money they can squeeze from the U.S. media market. Like, the new TV deal is going to probably max that out. And then from there, you've got about as many people as can possibly follow a sports league in the U.S. I mean, when your Super Bowl is getting regularly over 110 million TV sets to watch it, like 110 million people watching it, that's just the amount of people that are going to watch anything in one night in America. Like, you're not going to get more than that. So they, of course, now think we need to go international. International, the problem is you have travel. Travel restricts how many games, you can do when you have to fly teams across oceans and time zones. It messes everything up. I will not be surprised if the NFL gets to 18, and then before my lifetime is up, I would not be surprised if in the next 10 to 15 years they say, well, really, what's wrong with 19 or 20? But here's what we'll do is we're going to put the season's going to start in September, and we're going to have it go through February, and then actually it's going to go into March, and we're going to shift the combine back. The draft is going to be closer to like the NBA and Stanley Cup finals, and we'll just have a real year-round thing where we don't have to pretend like some of this off-season stuff matters. All of it will just be, we'll compress that calendar to expand the regular season, to give guys more time off, but we'll get to 20 games. And, oh, by the way, we'll have to expand the rosters. We'll have to expand the payroll. They'll have the money to do that. I feel like the players' answer to 18 games should just be, you want more games? Give us more money and give us more roster spots so that we can stay in the league longer. Open up the roster spots. Instead of 53-man rosters, make them 70-man rosters. Like, start there. They'll probably balk at that, but they need to get more players if you're going to play more games. That's just the reality of it.
Well, the one thing that the owners always want to attack is the pensions, right?
That's another thing. Yes, they will try to, I'm sure, whittle away at.
What if they gave you this deal? Would you take this deal? If they said, the owner said, we'll give you fully guaranteed contracts, but the moment that we cut you, that's it. We don't have to pay your pension. We don't have to pay no medical, nothing. We're completely done with you. How would you take that deal?
If I were in the Players Association?
Yeah.
I feel like the pension is the much better deal.
Okay.
Because if you're not someone, now, if you're making $180 million on your next contract, if you're a star player, sure, you'd probably rather have that guaranteed money.
I'm saying every contract is guaranteed as long as you are on the roster.
Okay, but if that average contract is more like a $5 to $10 million contract, still great money.
Which one would you take, Tyvis? I feel like you're the more common example of an NFL player. People think about the people that make $200 million, but that's only the top 2% of players.
The majority of players have probably an experience closer to what you did, as opposed to like the experience of, say, Aaron Rodgers.
Right. I didn't make it 4 years for them to take pensions away. So there's my answer.
Really? I thought you did. That's my bad on that. Sorry to hear that.
Not gonna let them take my pension away? Are you crazy?
I'm saying, like, I would think most players, the majority of players in the NFL would say, I'd rather have the security for my lifetime to know that I've got all this extra stuff for down the road, no matter what else I do.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, and like I said, if you made $100 million, you probably don't worry about it as much. But the vast majority of players in the NFL are not making $100 million. So I just feel like that would be the better angle if I were in the NFL. I would want that. I'd want the security of the pension, quite honestly. I want the security of a pension right now. Those days are gone in radio, I tell you that. All right, we'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, some good news and some bad news for our friends on the west side. The good news is that a crash just cleared up 70 eastbound passing 142 by West Jefferson. That left lane is officially back open. The bad news is that we're still seeing those slowdowns, that lingering traffic out there, about a 30-minute delay as you're heading downtown. So instead, take this alternate route, as I mentioned before, 70 eastbound, hopping off and taking State Route 29 southbound instead towards West Jefferson. From there, 40 all the way downtown will really save you some time. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary right here in Ohio. America 250 Ohio is partnering with communities across the state to bring events and experiences to all 88 counties all year long. Explore Ohio's history on dynamic driving trails, enjoy Ohio-related movie screenings, or attend engaging history talks, plus so much more. See the full calendar of events and discover what's happening near you at america250-ohio.org. Sponsored by the Ohio History Connection, aired by the OAB and this station.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Home run derby for the Reds this May 7th, 2008. At least it must have felt that way to the Cubs' John Lieber, who gave up 4 home runs in 1 inning. A pitcher's nightmare, but the 28,000 at Great American Ballpark that afternoon loved the show. Joey Votto got it started when he homered, leading off the 2nd inning. Adam Dunn followed with another dinger. Paul Bacco hit the 3rd home run, and Jerry Hairston finished the barrage with a 2-run blast. 4 home runs in 1 inning tied a Reds club record, and Votto wasn't done. He hit 2 more, which gave him 3 for the game, and that also tied a club record. Wonder if they had any fireworks left. What a show. This May 7th, 2008. This date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
May the savings be with you at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, lease a new 26 Elantra SE for $59 per month for 2 years. Just $59 a month for the May Mega Sale. This month only. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glexhyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus tax, title, first month payment, 7,500 miles per year, and 6-1.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed,
I found Nirvana! I win!
They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Spring is here. Now's the time to get your air conditioner ready with a $49 AC tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. An AC tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Proudly serving Columbus homeowners for 90 years and counting. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept. And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Now joining the program.
Sorry, I was sending a message. Joining the program, a man who's a Browns and Cavs lover, Eric Reeser.
I do love me them.
Are you excited about tonight?
No.
Waiting for tonight?
No, you can keep waiting.
Oh, you don't got faith in the Cavs?
I'm excited that the Guardians can go for their second win in a row at Kauffman Stadium at 2 o'clock.
That's where you are.
Yeah, that's where I'm
at. You know, since that's first.
They jumped Quan out of the leadoff spot, and look at them now.
Look, that's first. Obviously, you know, the Guardians is going to play.
Yeah, but I'm going to fall asleep. I'm not.
Oh,
I mean, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I can't
You jumped
find
off the boat that fast.
I'm still on it. I'll watch.
No, but I'm with you, though.
I just have
if you don't have Amazon Prime, and then it's like, do I want to jump through the hoops to get it just to possibly watch my team go down 2-0?
No, I got Prime. Yeah.
Oh, you did? I thought you said you didn't have it.
Well, that's the excuse, right?
Listen, they cannot lose to J.B. Bickerstaff.
What do you mean?
That would be...
They fired him.
Mm-hmm.
They can
For
lose.
him to come back and beat them,
Wouldn't that be a
they
thing?
can't. Like that's just like the Browns losing to Atlanta.
You
this
tell
year.
Jared Allen, hey, it's actually Game 7 tonight.
Well, I mean,
now
ignore
he was in foul trouble. He had like 3 fouls in like the first quarter, maybe second. So like he had to sit for a lot of that game.
So that makes it okay?
No, I'm just telling you.
Great.
I'm just telling you, he was in foul trouble. That's why he wasn't really out there.
There was
excuses.
There was a little bit of a disparity in Game 1 between free throw attempts.
There was. I agree. There was also disparity in turnovers.
Well, I mean,
by one of the teams turning the ball over
really
more
bad
than
for the
other.
visiting team.
But as bad as they played, they still was in it.
They tied the game in the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying.
As mad as people were about James Harden, I was more mad about Jared Allen. Because James Harden, you needed those 13 fourth quarter points to actually tie the game. And yeah, he had a bunch of turnovers. And it's maddening to watch him at one point try to do the flop draw a call and then drive the lane like he's able to in his 10 years ago.
He looked like an old guy. He
Right.
throw that little flipper up there.
It was
Flip
maddening.
that ball.
So we'll see tonight.
Yeah. Speaking of the NBA, I just wanted to say real quick before you say this, Dylan.
Yeah.
Like, Tyvis, whenever it's, I don't know why this is, because I know the Cavs are your team, but like, why is it that when it's anything almost other than football, it becomes like loser talk is acceptable, where it's like, oh, hey, Jared Allen had foul trouble, and oh, James
He
Harden
did have foul trouble.
He did.
It doesn't matter. This is his problem every time the playoffs come around, except for like one game.
He
hasn't looked
the
good.
difference between game 1 performance and all of his previous performances, he just got bullied out there. This performance, he actually was in foul trouble, so he wasn't out there to begin with.
Also a problem. I'm just pointing out, the end of the day, didn't get the job
but
done.
Like, I understand why he wasn't out there in this game. Listen, Jared Allen I'm not expecting him to go in 2020. That's not happening.
You're not expecting a $90 million player to have 20 points in the playoffs?
No, because I've already come to grasp of what he is.
Between this and your take that Tavian St. Clair should start over Julian Sayin, you've really had some wild
Oh,
takes
hell
today.
yeah. You said that?
Are you? The fact that you even believe him.
I'm so excited for this.
Are you crazy?
So, all right, we're going to go.
How would I ever say something
Head
like
first into August. Julian cannot get it done in big moments.
Right.
He's got
We gotta
no
have that.
athleticism,
Yes.
no mobility.
Yes.
Here comes Tavian. He's a big, thick quarterback that can run all over the place.
Who in the chat said that? Somebody in the
That
chat
was
said
Mario
that.
in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's who it was.
He was very much on the Tavian over Julian's. And
So
I'm like,
for every team, the most
I'm not
popular
there.
player is the backup quarterback. For this Ohio State team, the most popular player is obviously Jeremiah. But then second is Tavian St. Clair. It's always the backup.
Which is, I don't get me wrong. I just feel like we're in this weird dichotomy where it's like, if you're not 100% supportive of, if you don't think like Julian Sayin has any room to improve, that's fine. But if you think he has any room to improve, suddenly that lumps you in with the, oh, you hate him and you want Tavian.
I mean,
actually,
that's the brilliance of the spring game.
There's a vast chasm between the two positions.
Is Tavian shows you some flashes. Chris Henry Jr. obviously makes him look really good. And you go, yeah, I want to see that.
Right.
But you also forget Julian Sayin was a Heisman finalist.
I
And
don't.
Yes, he
I
brings
don't forget
Jeremiah
that.
Smith back. Cardinal Tate made him look really good last year, but Cardinal Tate's a first-round pick. So
and
any quarterback that loses that kind of a production's going to have a fall off in big moments.
Well, if you come to Ohio State, first or second round pick.
Yeah.
So everybody out there is
supposed
second round pick.
And
I don't know if David Adolph's quite there, but
he had to play in the spring game. Nice little fade ball.
No, is he getting the CWB music yet? Or?
No,
I didn't think so.
No.
Dylan, I cut you off earlier.
Oh,
What
you're
did you
good.
want to say?
I just wanted to remind you guys that this is the 24th anniversary of one of our favorite NBA quotes.
We're talking about practice, man.
Yes.
Is that today?
Yeah.
24th anniversary of
May
AI?
7th, 2002.
I was only 8 when he
Happy
said
birthday.
That.
Oh, I remember
Allen
this.
Iverson's
I
playoffs
remember
quote.
this like it was yesterday. And I also remember all the fallout that came from like, how dare this guy not want to practice? And I wish I had been on the radio at the time, because I, at the time, remember arguing with my friends about this and saying, he's not wrong. Like, who gives an F about practice when you're as good as Allen Iverson? You don't have to. He's one of the three guys in the history of the NBA who did not need to play hard in practice and could go out and give you 50 if he needed to.
You can say
I never questioned
Allen
Allen Iverson.
Word. You just got to hit the beat button now.
Oh, what's the word that I need to?
You said, yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah. You got the beat button now. No, I mean, and then you find out later, it's like, oh, the reason he said this was because his friend had just died and he wanted to go to a funeral and he wasn't allowed by the team, if I remember correctly. And then they asked him about, like, why aren't you at practice? And he's like, that's what you're asking me right now? And so, yeah, he was not, it was an all-time rant, but I was always on AI's side. Not that AI. This is the original Allen Iverson, the original AI. That's what I support.
So you had mentioned talking before we came on the air, the Daily Fan Poll, sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, asks, should the Cleveland Browns pick up Brendan Sorsby in the supplemental draft?
Yes.
Right now, 60% of respondents on X say no. We'll discuss that in the 11 o'clock hour of Bishop and Friends today. We've also got Paul Feinbaum at 10:30, and then the aforementioned Julian Sayin, who everybody on this program hates. He joined Urban Meyer's podcast. You'll hear from him, and then Dabo Sweeney cries poor.
Oh, gosh.
It's always funny to laugh at old Dabo with 9 draft picks and 7 wins.
Yeah,
this past year.
That one was a rough one for him, because if it's almost the year where you don't want your guys drafted, because it might then prove that, like, hey, we didn't have anybody, but you did.
You had a ton of talent, but your coaching staff stinky. But back to Brendan Sorsby and taking a gamble on him in this summer's supplemental draft.
I see what you did there.
A 3rd round pick for the Cleveland Browns, maybe?
Second.
I can't get there with you.
I don't want to spoil what you guys are doing. There was a prominent draft analyst who said he'd use a first.
Nope.
And I don't.
First in 2027.
I feel like we don't watch.
The best draft in the history of drafts. So much generational talent.
That's why I wouldn't even use a second, because I think the Browns will be drafting in the top 10.
Oh, no.
And even the first couple picks in the second round are going to be all-time.
You ain't heard. 9 or 10 winning division this year.
9 or 10 wins.
Okay, well, the Browns aren't getting there.
No,
Are you insane? Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. Tyvis, we've had 3 hours for you to expound on that.
More people would say you're insane for thinking that.
It's their turn. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on the Fan.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Kudos go out to the Haslam family. Browns owners Dee and Jimmy Haslam giving $12.5 million to university hospitals up in Cleveland and an affiliated partnership to support research and drug development into rare diseases, including blood cancer. That is because, in part, Dee Haslam was diagnosed, it was announced yesterday, with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL is what it's known as. The most common form of leukemia in adults. She's been living with that disease, getting treatment for it. However, they're donating $12.5 million to cancer research. So you know what? I have had plenty of things to say critical of the Haslam family, but I can't criticize giving money to help cancer research. So good stuff from them there. That's it for us. Bishop and Friends are next. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, a heads up for those that live in New Albany. Starting tonight, we're going to be seeing noise walls being installed out there, which means a ramp will be closed as well. We're talking that New Albany Road ramp to 161 westbound, closed until Friday, starting tonight at 9 p.m. So here's a look at that detour. New Albany Road to 161 eastbound. Instead, that direction, but not for long. Get off at 62 to loop back on 161 in that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu.